Oh my
Is he
god,
a
Jack! I
lizard
just saw that
person?
fucking picture. That's
Bonjour.
fucking terrifying.
May as well. Just silently. Boom. Thud, thud, thud.
Oh my god, is that a crab raving crab?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You would be able to copy and paste from one to the other. Yeah. Just select our tokens, Control C.
The second tab at the top, and then you just pull them in.
I figured it out. Aha.
He is the crab master.
I cannot
I'm the
select
crab
any crabs.
master. Master of the crabs.
Luptoria. Me.
Just imagine the opium lizards like, don't worry, I know how to deal with this, and does the Zoidberg fucking whoop 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 whoop.
I can speak to crab.
Unless they speak primordial, then probably not. Excellent, then probably not.
I wish to smash the crab.
Don't we have to roll initiative?
Yeah.
No, it's my 2-month anniversary.
Okay. God
Chest.
damn it! Stop maximizing my fucking thing. Okay, click there.
Initiative.
Click there.
Wow. Wow.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm too high for this shit. You're gonna have to give me a second.
God, what a
Man.
shit initiative roll for everyone.
My first roll was 19, but I didn't select my token.
Just roll d20. God damn it! I have to go back. Okay, fuck.
And you can double click at the top bar to minimize it, so you don't have to close it and reopen it. You can just have it.
Ah, that's helpful.
No, you can minimize it within. You can minimize it within Roll20.
Yeah, and it minimizes it to like a you pop it out and then you can double click at the very top and it'll put it in a little tiny box so you don't have to have it open on the window.
Okay.
But it'll do that within it without having to pop it out too.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
All right. Yay!
It's the same fucking roll.
Wow.
I used up all my luck in poker.
Wait, what? Man, what? Why is he 21 all of a sudden?
Yeah, why does
I have no idea.
the crab has a 21? Jesus fucking Christ.
Crab people.
Right click, add turn.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt the flow here, but how about poker after this? Anybody? Anybody?
I mean, I'll feed my addiction.
Yeah, as long as you promise not to atom bomb the table every turn. You bastard.
Oh God! Fucking damn it!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Run
Crab has a
away!
gun.
Don't make
The-
this interesting.
The crab has a nuke.
Yeah, the crab just goes, I'm all in. No.
Bella, where are you? Why is your
For some
token over
reason,
there, Bella?
my character did not update their name.
It's outside of Belrog's token appears to be outside of the room. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, it just must have frozen for me.
When if they need to roll like a save roll? Right.
I've never had a save roll before. That's an unusual rule.
Yeah,
Unless-
there's specifically certain skills that allow you to
Yeah,
reduce
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadowrun. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, I was there too.
No, I was not.
Flare them.
I'm going straight for that bread. I'm gonna start munching.
You know why they call me Chance the Unflared?
I mean, he is a horse.
Why? What? I got a 2.
Yeah. Yes,
Also-
the Goliath is next.
Yeah, the Goliath.
Dokun.
Kaj hasn't changed his name.
I tried to, and mine didn't show up.
That's
No,
because
you
the
do it
name at the
in-
bottom is like what is your actual name?
Oh,
No.
I found it.
Yeah, in the cog section of the
I got it.
sidebar. Yeah.
I didn't say don't explain it. I was just saying I got it. I figured it out.
UIM.
It's pronounced UEM.
Who needs to fix his name? Oh, everyone knows who Chance is at this point.
Unless you're a furry degenerate.
Okay.
Also,
I'm
you
still
can
eating that bread.
you can set the turn order. You can actually set the turn order to go by descending.
Yes.
Wait, Chance. Whatever.
Dokun will start saying. He'll start speaking very loudly in Giant as he holds up his weapon, and he's going to cast this on himself. Modifier is 2. Yes. That is my action, yes.
To hit it with my battle axe.
A proper decision.
What?
Oh, the weasel's an enemy?
Weasel War Dance time.
Weasel Haka.
Weasel hop.
Not so fast!
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
try and buck him off. Can I do that?
Meets beats.
Then it beats it. Like that is the number they have to roll.
Yeah. If you meet it, you beat it.
It might be that chat may not be able to hear you, Zerda.
There we go.
I
I
don't
had
know.
myself muted.
Sabretooth. Yeah, Sabretooth was asking.
I had
don't
it
know how to
muted,
change
so
my health.
we're good. I can just add it. So, what is your total health? You have 9 hit points.
Mhm.
Teal'c, what's your hit points and AC? You're the only one I don't have.
10 hit points, AC is 16.
AC 16 and 10 hit points. Okay. Then I have that marked. You have a total of 9 HP, Gravy. I will add a -3 to the red column. Okay, you have now whinnied in pain. That means it is now the turtle's turn.
Excellent.
Yuyum,
shit,
what do
gonna
you
kill
choose
me.
to do? Yes.
The turtle kind of looks like he's nodding off, but he like and he looks up and there's just this fucking ferret in front of him, and he fucking takes this big toke on his pipe, and he goes, Eldridge Thinger, and he points his fucking pipe at it, and rolls for Eldritch Blast.
And as you do, you see almost purple, blackish, just electricity fire off the pipe straight into the heart of the weasel, causing it to convulse and twist at the feet of the Goliath and falling over flat like a fur pelt over the tips of the shoes of the Goliath. It is
There you
knocked
go.
out.
That was for you, Jacobin.
Thank you. I was hoping it would happen.
What are you smoking, Ulam?
Opium. You want some?
And as the fallen fur pelt falls over the Goliath, the gator who was at the very last of the group to come in now sees the commotion in the room and has decided to do what?
He's going to step up, just casually trudge past, reach down for the ferret, and eat it.
The ferret has now. So as you feel the
Just
even
a
the
toss up and then the of gator jaws slamming shut.
Yep.
and as you close the gator jaws, you hear the bones cracking of the spine of the weasel as the last little yelp of it escapes, and the weasel has been bored.
That's for all of those people, I suppose.
Yep.
I'm not going to yuck your yums, but, not what I had intended. I forgot who I was playing with for a moment. I shan't do that again.
Insert gator pop noises.
And as the crab has now had one of its claws angrily chopped off, it has a fiery resolve in its eyes and will take another claw in pure spite and rage at the Goliath, or at the half-orc.
Can I try hitting it again? Just fucking smashing it finally?
No, but you will see it coming this time, and as you see the anger in its eyes, you can almost feel the hatred radiating off of it, and as it goes to cling on you with its other claw, you step out of the way, watching its pathetic attempt as the blood pools in its other arm.
Oh, it's cute. It thinks it can do anything. It's bleeding out.
And
Watch out, good friend.
And
Hey,
as you see, the second crab comes up and is frustrated that you have killed its mother, or you've almost killed its mother, and it will try to attack you as well to avenge its crab brethren.
That's the good. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
And in its pure
Don't spoil
frustration,
the crab. That's good for boiling.
and in its pure frustration, it can only look with teary eyes at its mother. And as it swings, the teardrops get in its eyes, and it falls flat right in front of your feet. And that is the end of its turn.
These
Why
are
are
still
you trying-
crabs, right?
Why
Yes.
are you trying to humanize the crabs?
Yes.
Just a crab.
These are crabs. Yes.
It is a crab.
Um.
Are they sentient?
No, they just have
That's
feelings.
That's
crab.
It's a crab. it shouldn't understand any of that.
Sentient.
if this is the tone that he's wanting to go for, then fuck it.
Fine, fine.
And Chance, you have now had the back of your neck nibbled by a weasel. What do you choose to do?
I'm gonna buck it off, and then I'll give it stomps.
Okay. You will knock it over to the side. It hisses up furiously at you in retaliation, and as it's hissing at you, and I want you to make your attack rolls. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, what do I gotta roll?
In your so do you have your character sheet open?
What's that?
If you go over to the no, don't let. If you go over to the journal section, in the top right, you can see all the characters you have access to. Click on Chance the Unflared.
Okay.
That name still fucking gets me.
And it should bring up a character sheet. It
just brings up an image of my home.
Yes. So now look over one tab to the right, and you'll see character sheet.
Is that tab to the right?
Yes, it'll say character sheet.
It has my social security number. What the hell? What is this?
If that's the case, you need to contact customer support, and I can move on to the next turn.
Okay, but what do I roll?
So if you scroll down, you'll see like your hit points. You'll see hoof strike and hoof bonus strike. As a bonus action, you can strike with your other hoof during turn, so you can roll both of those, one to each character. Okay.
Damn.
As you hoof it, you hit as you knock it over to the side, it's hissing up, and as it's hissing up, you strike a clear strike right into its jaw and knock it to the ground, and then use the other hoof to stamp furiously next to it. It has now taken 4 bludgeoning damage. And as you do that, the commotion from the fight ends up furiously making the skittering turn into bigger skittering as 2 rats emerge from underneath the table where they were eating the bread underneath. And seeing all this carnage and seeing their soon meal to go to waste, they are going to charge at the one to the half-orc and one to the horse to protect the bread which he has decided to consume. So, Rat 1 is going to make a roll to attack, and as you are hoofing the weasel, it is going to ankle bite the back leg of yours, and you're going to take 3 piercing damage to your back hoof.
Well, I'm dead.
No, you're not. You've only taken 3 damage, and you've taken 6 damage. Oh, you've taken 3 damage and 3 damage. You have 9 HP in total.
No, why does it say like -15?
I'm trying. It turns out it is additive, not inputted. So you have -6. So you have 3 HP. And the rat in its form tries to go for a bite at the half-orc. And seeing as the crabs are unable to do it, it feels a sense of pride in knowing its own skills and will bite for another 3 points of damage to the half-orc with a greedy look in its eyes. And that makes it the Goliath's turn.
Dokun is going to just lift his longsword up in both hands and swing it down at the crab that's directly in front of him.
Okay. Make the roll. And as the crab is still unfocused from seeing all of the carnage, it will... Okay, just making sure. It will... Wait, I want to make sure. It was the one right in front of you, right? Yeah. You have managed to not only lob one leg off, but as any spider, as it has all the legs, you have knocked off half of its entire legs. It sits there slumped over and sad, with only about a very, very little bit of life left in it. as it hangs on to dear life with only half of its limbs.
Pesky buggers.
So half-orc, Jazar, you have two very, very injured crabs in front of you and one very proud-looking rat in front of you.
I'll wipe that fucking smug look off that fucking rat.
Okay, make an attack. And as you look at the rat smugs very proudly, knowing it is trained in only the finest of rat colleges, and will narrowly dodge over to the left as you swing your axe down on the ground, hitting the cobblestone and letting it fly off.
Jazar will kill this fucking rat.
Little did you know.
I believe in you, friend.
Little did you know that rat is actually the adoptive father of 4 turtles.
Yeah. Where's the lore?
And as the hissing weasel looks up at the horse, it decides that it's gonna go under the table and then bite at the back ankle, the similar one to the one the rat tried taking a bite out of.
Shit, we should probably help the horse. We should probably help Chance.
He's a big cat. He's got this.
And as the weasel attempts to bite, the horse is very well aware of his back flank and will attempt to actually kick the weasel, which it will narrowly dodge as it tries to get under cover. The weasel now has half cover and has not been able to attack the horse. Turtle, it is your go.
There's a talking horse over there. Y'all motherfuckers leave the talking horse alone. I'm gonna move.
Has the horse talked?
Yeah, the horse has talked. I would assume.
Slowly but surely, I am convinced that your character is just the dude.
He's a turtle high on opium. Come on. Yeah, so I can move over there. All right.
Yeah.
And as you do that, the crab, noticing you, will take its reaction to try to get a
Good luck.
claw attack. And it will narrowly miss as you saunter by, laughing as the crab falls on its face, trying to make a grab at you, too distracted by the two large men in front of it.
It fell over. I see this little mousy boy over here, and I go, Eldridge, what is that thing? Eldridge Boom, and I point at the mouse that's next to Chance.
Please don't hit the horse.
And as the arcing lightning comes off your pipe, it strikes the rat so fiercely that it falls back just 5 feet and almost falls prone at the electricity jolting through its veins, as it just has barely a little bit of life left in it, but it is a very shocked expression as his fur is standing on all ends from the bolt of the blast.
Good God, I'm starting to think that these animals have more health than we do.
I think so.
It only took 5 points of damage in total.
I guess just all the damage that we've done has been very spread out.
Yeah. Y'all have not focused anything yet. Every single thing has taken some points of damage at this point. So, Gator, you now have two very injured crabs and one very, very smug rat in front of you.
Yes, well, Tlaloc will just pad his way over, up, and right to there. And put his staff down and just go, Tlahui! And cast, what's it called? Word of Radiance.
Okay.
All 3 of those need to make a Constitution saving throw or take damage.
Is it a half damage?
Same as the first.
You might want to check that because the rat just rolled a 19.
It's not. There's no half damage now.
Okay, because the rat just rolled a 19 on this con save.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
then he takes no damage.
Yeah, he takes no damage.
The crabs, however, roll your damage for me.
Okay, they will take a max roll. If they fail, it's 6
Okay.
damage.
And so it's all three of them. Okay, so
Yeah, it's a 5-foot radius.
oh, okay, I see. Okay, so as you do that, you basically see a holy light. Oh, it's radiance.
It's a flash of sunlight. Yeah.
Flash of sunlight. You see a big bright flash of sunlight, and as the crabs look to you like you are some form of god radiating light, they realize shortly you are nothing more than the devil. As you clear out their life from their bodies, as they fall limply flat with a very warm glow about them, as the rat smugly looks at you, knowing he knows way too much to be only a rat.
God, I am your god, and I am not merciful.
Both crabs have now been eliminated.
That's how you do it.
It means it is the crabs have no longer on the turn order. They are bye-bye. Horse, Chance, you now have a very angry snapping weasel underneath and a fully healthed or very, very poorly looking rat to your left. What do you do?
Destroy the weasel.
So roll for one attack first, because you have the bonus extra. So roll the attack first. Roll the first attack, and now you can roll the bonus attack. And as this weasel is so frustrated, he is staring directly at you, and he is slinking in between your hoofs as you are angrily neighing at him, and he is basically dodging anything you have to throw at him. That means it is now the rat's turn. The rat, seeing how powerful the horse is, thinking that the blast came from the horse, as he is only a rat, he is going to go over here and bite the gator to protect his next of kin.
Not to question your DM wisdom, but the crab is sentient enough to understand that its mother just died, but the rat is not sentient enough to see where the lightning came from.
No, it was the other rat that was sentient enough to go to rat college.
Yeah.
This rat. Excuse me. That's the smart rat. Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah. This is the rat that
keep up with the lore.
This is the rat that was basically the drunk father, and that's why the young kid had to go to college, because his father could not support him financially. So he is going to
time to write this fucking campaign. Like every rock has like a backstory.
Basically,
That was the rock that was used to bludgeon to death the skull of Lan.
Kitsu. So, you know how Goofy is a dog and Pluto is a dog?
It's like that.
Stop. I'm out. I'm just along for the ride. I'm too high for this shit.
So as this deadbeat father, he knows this is his one chance to actually protect his son, and he will actually take a bite out of the alligator for 3 points of damage in vengeance, knowing this is the only thing he can provide his son and his last moments of life. And that leaves the Goliath. What will you do with this father and son pair of rats?
This is destroying my psyche.
I wish to know the end of the story, but the end of the story involves the end of me, and I'm going to swing at the one directly in front of him.
And as the rat sees his father and realizes it's finally here to protect him, you instead slash a long sword directly down his spinal column, splitting it in half as its last eyes do fall upon his father. Only sadly now those two eyes, each on the side of the floor, staring up. It is now dead.
It is an ex-rat.
Raccoon is visibly tearing up. He died a warrior's death. Be proud of him.
God help you, I'm about to try to put some voom in this other rat.
Jazar, it is your turn.
You put 10,000 volts in him. I'm gonna try.
I wish to swing at the father, try to send him off the same way as a son.
You'll need to step forward.
Lest they meet. Oh, by the way, you can step over tokens. I don't think you see them though. Okay, and you will go ahead and try to make your swing.
Come on, D&D gods, at least give me something.
Blank. Up there it goes. It
Yep.
loaded.
And
Should
as
probably do it.
and as the bloody rat looks up and looks at his child, it only looks up at you seeing swinging and has a tear in its eye as it knows it would join soon. And as you slash it, you fall it in the same way its son has fell, and it is
The
too
rat looks up
fallen.
and goes, "Please no."
Jazar just goes, second verse, same as the first.
And it has now fallen. That means it is now the weasel's turn. And the weasel, seeing all of this, will now skitter over underneath Kitsu and will try to make it up the stairs. You can make an opportunity attack if you would like.
About to say, don't I get an opportunity attack? What am I rolling for that? Just my weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't spell opportunity. Well,
Hold on, Lebowski.
Speaking of which, my great club is not on here.
Oh, I thought I had to do Great Club. Let me add that
I
on
have
there real
Honored
fast.
Strike and Eldritch Blast. Yes, please.
Did I also get a horse bite?
Yes, the horse bite would be basically the same damage as your kick. You can both kick and bite. I will give you both the same, so it's full flavor.
Yeah, so Chance should also get an attack of opportunity.
It was, I will say, it was, since it was technically darting underneath the table, I am leaving this one up to you. Because the horse cannot see underneath the table enough.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I tried adding it. Did it not add, or is it lagging?
I don't see it.
What is it?
What's my damage? I think it's 1d10 bludgeoning.
Yeah, just go and do a. Just go and roll a.
Just
roll
a
it.
1d10.
Roll a 20 first, and then you can roll a 1d10.
1d10.
You got to hit it first, after all.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. So just roll a d10, and I'll add like 2 damage to it or something.
Ugh.
Actually, as you see this weasel skidding away for its life, you realize that you don't want it to have life anymore. As you bring your staff clearly on its head, knocking its head from its body, as it limps over sadly onto your feet, as another fur pelt has joined the pile.
No offense, but you're gonna have to work on your prose because that is definitely not what my character's doing. He's going, a bug, and he just fucking smashes it.
If you want to announce your attacks, I can announce your spells. So that will be a fair take. And with that, you have now cleared. You also, as the fight progresses, you definitely see two large spiders run away as they were thinking of joining, but after the force you've shown, they did not want to get involved. And these spiders will call back to whence they came. Okay.
Well done, friend!
You look around and you see that all of the monsters have been cleared. The bread and ale is still here in plenty. Only a small bit has been taken. None that can be, and all of it can be salvaged though. So you will head.
I'm pretty sure Chance ate more of the bread than the rats did.
You can choose to share that with the innkeeper if you like.
What are we
And-
sharing with the innkeeper?
I'm gonna eat the rats on the way out.
The rats have now been bored as well. You can gain 1 hit point for the rat if you have been damaged.
I have. It bit me, so I ate it.
Okay. I will say that you have gained 1 hit point for that action. Voiding does result in beneficial in this world.
Stop
Nice.
calling it that.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
And
Man.
right before you go up, I will say you notice a small, what seems to be makeshift bed in the corner. And since Chance did go over to the table, you will notice that there is what looks to be bed sheets underneath the table. So there is a makeshift bed underneath there. Okay, so now you have come up and you have, what do you tell the dwarf innkeeper?
The beasties are no more! A tragic tale from end to end, but a wonderful one all the same.
Ho ho! Well met then. It looks like the beasties are gone and the ale shall flow. I am happy to hear this, and so everyone will get another round of drinks, in honor of this Goliath, and in honor of all the other all part of his parties. And as you do that, some time has passed since you were down there. You now hear. Okay, one second. You now hear a loud thundering coming from outside as rain starts to trickle down and then starts to pour in a heavy manner. The bar patrons are obviously safe, the roof is still intact, but the rain is heavy outside. A small, poorly dressed kobold comes in with watery clothes. A sneer appears across the people's faces in the bar. The owner notices a few weapons drawn from the customers and he yells out to the kobold. "Aye, kobold! Off the bar! Before one of the drunks get their hands on you!" And he turns to the PCs with a loud sigh. So, the characters. Sorry, I have PC written in my notes. He turns to the player characters and with a loud sigh. "This is the first time I've seen you, so you may not know. The kobolds are what plague the mountains here. The farmers, along with the other farmhands, have confirmed the kobolds have been stealing from the wheat fields. I take care of that one in particular. His name is Hardnoggin. He got his name from us dwarves. He's a bigger threat to himself out here than outside. The village people despise the kobolds here for ruining their livelihood here, but I still keep him around. As long as no one hurts him, then he's safe here." And
Well,
as you
I
see,
think that's the definition of safe and not being hurt.
and the kobold slinks away outside, not to be seen until you go outside to see him.
You name. I look towards the dwarven innkeeper and ask, "Did you name him Hardnoggin?"
Hardnoggin. You should see, whenever we see the kobold, he managed to hit his head into walls all the time when he was younger. We named it a hard dog because it never seemed to affect the poor lad.
Oh, I thought you were calling him because he was more stubborn than dwarves.
Nobody can be more stubborn than a dwarf if you've ever met one. And like I said, as you see, like I said, the kobold begins to play a tune outside.
Sad little song out in the rain.
If you want
The
to
tiniest
help,
violin.
if you want to help us, though, the kobolds have taken all of our wheat and ale up to the cave up in the northern part of the city, not city, part of the fields. We have been trying to send parties there, but no one wants to go inside the cave. Kobolds are tricky bunch; they'll lay traps for you.
Ha! Why didn't you say so? I'd love to be able to help. After a good night's rest, though, I may have had a few too many drinks and try to go tonight.
Well, I did offer a free stay, and here's a free health potion, one for all of you. You can see how you split a fit, as he hands you a single health potion for you to decide who gets. They're very expensive, but he feels this debt was worthy of gratitude, as it would ruin the mood of the night. Who wants to take the health potion?
Ants.
Chance is not taking the health potion. He has no hands.
I got a disembodied hand. What is it called?
Ghostrial appendage. The others do not see it, but you know personally that you have a almost spectral hand that comes up and allows you to use an appendage within 5 feet of yourself.
I totally love the idea of him just like, that was the actual conversation. You out loud said, "Chance, I want it." Chance is not taking it. He doesn't have hands. I have hands.
I have a hand, you just can't see it.
As you do that, you see the health potion almost float in a mid-air as it slowly makes its way to the pouch on Chance's back. You know?
There you go.
And then the barkeeper looks to you and says, "Look, this kobold, the kobold out there is more trouble than he's worth in here. I would like to see him actually have somewhat of a better life. If you could go and take care of the kobolds up there in the mountains, then I'm pretty sure people wouldn't see him so poorly. He can guide you there if you'd like. He's been there once before, and he kind of looks a little bit. He just looks a little bit sad, but he definitely knows the way, and he would be happy to help you. So if you want to go talk to him, and he'll definitely he's trying to find adventurers to go and take back the wheat. He wants to like bring honor to kobolds' names or something, or at least himself. As he gestures out to the kobold in the rain.
I just want to point out that my turtle sees just a floating health potion set itself in the sack of a horse, a sentient talking horse in a bar with us, and he just like looks at his pipe, and he just goes, like, turns it over and clacks it out on the table in the ashtray. And I think that's enough for the night.
So you can either choose to take a rest at the inn. You can converse with the folk, or you can go see the kobold out in the rain.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to go out to the kobold in the rain. If he's playing music, I'm going to give him some lyrics.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What? It's his whole thing is oratory magic.
Okay. Is that just the Goliath going to go check on him?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna stand
As-
there and myself by the fire.
As the Goliath exits the tavern, I can Dokun, right?
I'm gonna go with the only person who's close enough to my species and hang out with him.
Okay. As
We'll
Dokun
have our
exits,
reptilian bodies.
as Dokun exits the tavern, he sees the music coming from the kobold in the middle. He has a shamisen in his paws as he uses the claws to pluck the strings. Heavy rain is pouring down on him as the plates of copper pools water next to him. He looks longingly towards the direction of the mountain as you can hear him sing a sovereign tone.
Do I recognize the song?
No, it is him. He is a very inexperienced player. He is trying to play the shamisen, and he is not very good at it. And you can just hear him singing out. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you
I-
so much for using one of my songs and then calling the guy inexperienced. I appreciate that.
No, I'm
The
okay. I
song's not
understand
good.
that he's not good, but he's
So-
trying to play a song. He's not improvising, right?
Yes. And
And
I
do I
am gonna be so I let it continue. So he as you hear him sing out, a tasty food has left our place. Our grains, our stores are all gone. I worked all seasons for my taste, and now my ale moves on. I wish, and as he continues singing, another loud thunder cracks in the sky, causing him to startle. He looks up to the sky with a loud sigh as he nods and pours the water from his plate onto the ground, picking up the copper pieces, and then he heads over to the outhouse in cover. And he ends up lying his shamisen there in a sad, sad demeanor, shaking the water off him like a dog.
I'm going to straight up and just as I approach him, clap, like genuine applaud clap, and say, why did you stop? The gods were loving it.
The gods are angry. Don't you see the sky? The sky says no more. As he looks to you with his shamisen slowly drooping but not touching the ground, as he doesn't want to damage the instrument, but just sagging enough to know that he is not having a good night.
Look at everyone around. Nobody's all right all the time, but that doesn't mean that they can't enjoy things along the way.
As he hears the comforting words of someone that he has not seen before, his tail starts to wag as he gives a small chitter of chipper in his voice. It's just a little happy chitter. Well, if I could just get the wheat back from the kobolds, they wouldn't see us as nothing more than raiding monsters.
Ah, the dwarf was mentioning that, yes. I was going to go tomorrow and see what I could do to help.
Do you think you could get out of there with the wheat and ale? He just
It
chirps
would be a
more
very
excitedly.
terrible story if I didn't.
Then I will write you the finest song and sing it to the toppest hills if you can manage to do that.
I would be happy to sing it with you. Do you happen to know the way?
Yes, I have been there once before. I have a somewhat history with them, but I'm here with the humans now. And as he says humans, you see him looking up at you, and you can see a small collar around his neck. And he will go over to you and say, I'm not allowed in the bar. The other patrons don't really like us kobolds running around in the bar since the raids, so I can, if you're planning on going now, I can take you, but I'd be happy to let you rest till morning. And he says, tail thumping in the ground, swishing mud between his legs.
In the morning, once the rain has passed. But until that happens, no one should drink alone. And he's gonna stay and drink out here with the kobold. He'll go back in to get drinks, but he'll always get drinks for them both.
And as the rain pours, you can definitely get over here and be outside of most of the rain. The rain is mostly dry right here as the way the wind blows. And on this table, you can see a very, very wet poster. I'm not sure if this is going to show it to everyone. Did an image just pop up on screen for people?
Yeah.
I did. I saw it, but whether or not
Yep.
everyone else did.
Yeah,
And as you-
once again, you just shared an image of my home. What is this?
So, wanted flying eye trickster. It is a wanted poster for the eye monster that has been terrorizing the town. They describe it as a giant floating eye with a spectral tentacle for a leg. And you just see that as you and Hardnoggin drink outside in the drier parts of the tavern. Would you like to all call it for the night and rest in?
My turtle's already asleep by the fire. He has no idea what's happening.
I want to
The-
shoot my luck with this nice orc maiden right here.
The orc maiden looks to you and basically looks at you like, "Oh, well, you the ones that took care of the rats down there.
That's right.
I would love to. So you have a lot of battle in you. I'd happy to see sparring with you sometime."
How about tonight in my room?
Jesus.
Show you how well I could spar.
Oi, Cecilia, are you trying to get another lad in your bedroom? Aye. Just take it and don't make a mess of the bed this time. As you will go and sleep with the maiden orc as you joust for dominance in bed. You may not know who comes out on top, but that is a mystery for another day.
No matter what happens, one of us won't be able to walk tomorrow.
Well,
And-
hopefully it's not you then, because we're going into battle the next day.
And
I'm gonna
as-
go, oh, I was just gonna say I'm gonna go retire into the stalls over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
There is plenty of hay and oats and all of that for the horses out there, as well as the cattle. You see a plentiful bounty of anything you could wish oat related. And the turtle, as he slowly passes out from his ale and opium, he falls asleep soundly by the fire, giving a small smoke coming from his lips as he snores happily. Would you like to retire in the well, alligator?
No, I can only hold my breath for 30 minutes. 15 minutes. One of the two. 15 minutes. So I will also just nap by the fire.
The turtle and the lizard folk curl up next to each other in a no homo way, 5 feet apart because they're not gay, and will sleep soundly together, and no one will disturb them.
They're
don't make a
curled
sleep-
up together 5 feet apart.
You
Cuddled
don't
up
want to wake
together
a sleeping gator.
in the same part of together in the same part of the tavern.
Okay. Like they're just both in the corner.
Yeah, they're both by the fire, trying to get their own little warmth from the fire if they can. And that I will let everyone get a long rest and restore everything to full.
Ha ha! Wonderful!
And with that, you all wake up in the morning, each in your own way. The tavern has basically been completely cleared out. There's nothing left other than the cook, the barmaid, and a singular drunk over in the bottom corner. They will not be waking up anytime soon. And the dwarf looks to you all as you all kind of gather in your own little way, and he says, okay, and then basically Hardnoggin walks in with you as the Goliath takes him, and the dwarf looks over and says, hi Hardnoggin, sorry about last night. The ale flows and the drinks get heavy, and the drunks, I can't control them. You know how kobolds are, but I'm sorry for last night. I hope to see you back safe. As he just gives a hard nod to Hardnoggin and says that you all can head out, and Hardnoggin is happy to lead the way, chirping happily at the Goliath who has given him verbal affirmation. And
Well then, let us be off, friends. The kobolds aren't going to raid themselves. Oh. Yes! No, that one still works.
Okay, and if anyone has last words, we will move along the wooded path, which is actually just a small path. Not to the mountain used to be. Seems you feel from other patrons that the mountains used to be home to a blacksmith of sort. So the ores and mines used to come into town. So the actual mountain is not too far away from the town. As you make a quick trip over there. And I need to do a lot of copying and pasting now.
Right.
You can select multiple things by holding control.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
You don't need to hold control, you just drag.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to drag it to another screen, so... Okay, let me see what happens whenever I do this. Control did not actually do that.
Well, I mean, like, you hold control while you're selecting the different things.
Let me see if this works. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. As you're trotting along and deleting the second tortoise. Okay. Is everyone here? Yes, that is all 6. Okay. On the road, you slowly approach the cave where Hardnoggin says the mad god is. You see a single man who is lazily twirling his daggers in his claws. It is morning time, so they are definitely on the lookout for something, but you can't tell yet. There is a panting dog sniffing the ground as it goes. What would you like to do? The man sees that you all are just staring at him and notices you all and basically calls out, "Oi, what are you doing here? We're watching the cave. We're trying to make sure none of them skitters come out. What are you guys doing here?" As he sees in a shocked expression at you all standing there.
Oh! Well, frankly, I was expecting you to try to rob us of our purses.
Oh boy, the merchant that hired us has purses deeper than you lot could ever have.
Okay, well then. We're off to go get the food back.
I feel attacked. worse than I was with the crab.
I feel that we don't owe the guy any explanation, and my turtle just continues walking.
Well, now they could have been wanting to prevent idiots who don't know any better from wandering into danger. But we know what we're doing.
And as you're walking,
Oh no.
and as you're walking, the guy who is with the dog, he notices the kobold with you. He says, "Oi, what's that to capture any of those beasts? How did that beast get out? Oh, you must have caught him."
No, this is hard noggin.
I don't know about no hard noggin. The merchant that hired us said to bring any kobolds we have to him. He said that he's going to pay us a lot of money for those kobolds. Oh, and I see you already have him collared as well. That'll make his travel much easier.
Oh,
Yes,
sir, you
not
seem
for
to
you.
misunderstand. He's not with you. And he won't be going with you either.
He just starts laughing, and as he does, he just gives 3 fingers behind over to the side, and as you say that, "Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that the kobold belongs to us." As he says menacingly.
I
I'm
will
going
eat your
to-
heart if you touch it.
Let me phrase this in a more obvious manner.
I thought it
And
was
he's going
obvious. I will eat his heart.
I'm going to start speaking in Giant again, and I'm going to cast a spell upon him.
Okay. What would you like to cast?
Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, it will make a... Was that a wisdom save?
Yes.
He succeeds on his wisdom save as you basically try to mess with his mind. He does take a small bit of, half damage?
Yeah.
He takes half damage, and let me actually grab his token here. As you do that, he is very visibly frustrated at the fact that you just attacked him, and with those 3 fingers he held to his side, he now puts those fingers into a fist, and as you do that, a single arrow lands beneath your feet. You can roll initiative now.
Ha ha! You missed!
Oh no.
Wrong button.
Man, I just wanted some dank mushrooms from this fucking cave, and now I have to deal with this shit. Hey, look, I'm not last.
I was lost last time. Calm down.
And,
I'm sorry, I flew off the handle like that.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, cool! That actually hides it.
It.
Okay. I will move this one up there. Okay. How do I sort this? I need to sort this. Sort numerically descending. Perfect. 1, 2. Chance, you are missing your initiative.
I feel like there's a lot going on that we're not seeing because I only see one guy and he's talking a lot of numbers.
I do know how to do. Can you do the initiative, Gravy?
Gravy is gone. There is only a horse now.
There is no gravy, only Zool.
Chance's consciousness left his body
Oh,
for a
gravy's
bit.
muted.
Then I will just put him in the last of the turn order for now, and I will not attack him until given reasons. Okay, Dakund, it is your go.
Me?
Dakund.
Dokun.
Dukund.
So I'm just gonna take my full move action, charge right up, and attempt to end this poor fucker's life.
And
Fuck.
as you do, the guy clearly sees you coming and dodges ever so slightly just to the right, and manages to barely escape the longsword as it comes down to cleave his body in two.
Oh, you've left yourself wide open, friend. Go and get him, Tlaloc. And I'm going to use my bonus action to give Tlaloc Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Good luck. Okay, to lock, it is your go.
All right. Can I see where that arrow came from? It's basically, am I able to see the person who shot it?
Roll a perception check.
Perception. There you are.
Okay then.
Christ.
Yep. Okay then. As you do that, your reptilian eyes sees all. As you see,
Tell me what your reptilian eyes see.
as you see
Food.
a band of archers sitting up in this tree here, clearly looking at the cave, but now looking at you all with very
don't play no
intentful
shit.
glares.
Yeah, but he's the only one that sees them, right?
Yep, he's the only one that sees them, but he can give
Okay.
6 words to say anything. I will always allow 6 words per turn, though not going to be too strict on the actual word count. But yes, he can actually use his free action to say something.
Yeah, so knowing that is there, he's just going to look over at them and utter some alligator sound, because I can't find a good word for it, and try and cast Fairy Fire on all of them, which means they need to make a Dex save. They don't take damage or anything. It's not a...
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
What does Fairy Fire do? For some reason, it doesn't have the description.
It basically each is outlined
object
in
in a
blue,
20-foot
green, or
view.
violet light.
Because they failed that.
Dexterity.
They
Yeah.
failed it.
For the duration,
Ah.
objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. So basically, I'd like to ignore the color and it just be like a
Yeah.
sunlight sort of thing. And they're just suddenly now glowing and very obvious to everyone. And under that, actually, hang on. What do you command?
It appears. And as you see,
It's a 20-foot as well, so I can
Yeah.
actually get all of them,
okay.
even the dog.
Is this part on your thing that you're using? It says any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, but
So-
he.
And it's a 20-foot cube, so I can actually think I can get... No, I'll get all the people. I'll try
Yeah.
and get the people as best I can.
You can get everybody but like whatever that is that's closest to the bridge by the look of it.
Everything but the dog.
And as so, and give me 1 second then. Just one.
So everyone gets advantage when rolling attacks against those, since they failed.
Oh, yep. So, and you just see, and you notice that the first 2 ladies are actually the twin archers from the inn from last night, as they seem to have held themselves up in the tree along with a mysterious other, all pointing arrows at you with a loud curse now that their bodies are gleaming in light. And they just say, well, it looks like, sisters, we are definitely out of hiding. Time's to pull our strings and let fly arrows. As they they get ready to target you. That is your action. So total, you have
That's
now
me.
seen everyone.
Ooh, sweet. So I can do a little Eldritch Thinger. I can hit anyone within 120 feet with Eldritch Blast. That's the whole map. I can hit anybody.
As long as you can see him.
ridiculous to me.
It is.
Yeah,
It is a long. It's a long range spell. That's how they work.
I didn't think it was that long though. I thought it was like 60 feet.
I had a
Still
warlock where
incredibly far.
I had a warlock with spell sniper whose Eldritch Blast could hit 240
And you said-
feet.
Oh my god!
Did you say that they had advantage, right, on attacking?
Everyone attacking those lit up figures get advantage. Yes.
And I will say they are in cover since they are inside of the trees. So I will say they're not total cover. I will say they have half coverage.
Okay, how much does that give?
That just means that's for me to know. That's for me to know. But I will say they do have half coverage. That if you want to know, that's a +2 to AC because they're in trees.
Yes, I believe that's knowledge that I should be allowed to have. But
yes, +2 to AC. Yes.
It also says advantage to those you can see. They're technically still in cover even though they're glowing, so I don't think I'd get advantage on them.
You can see them.
I will say
In partial
you can see
cover,
them.
full
Yeah.
coverage would be like behind a wall.
Okay.
You can definitely clearly see them. Basically, they are
I'm still
they
gonna
are,
shoot the fuck out of this guy though.
Yeah.
He's the safest one right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna point at him and I'm just gonna go Cthulhu lightning and fucking where's my character sheet? God damn it. Character sheet. Come to me.
I recommend having that as a pop
sheet.
out.
We changed maps and it got rid of it.
Oh. I didn't know it did that.
There it is. Cthulhu lightning. Bloop.
And you're rolling
I got
good.
a 17.
And as you do that, he is staring up at the Goliath with the biggest grin in his face as you basically pimp slap him with the pure volt of energy, knocking him prone but still with just barely hanging on to life.
I've pimp slapped the bitch with the power of Cthulhu's lightning.
So I don't really. I will give him
be
this.
praised.
I will give him this electricity. And as you're Jazar, you have the next
Sorry
go.
about that.
My turn now.
Yep.
All right.
Jazar. Belrock.
I would like to attempt to throw a javelin at one of the archers in the tree.
You may.
So Gravy, just to fill you in on what you've missed, everybody but the dog that's on the enemy team, which is the red token, is highlighted with a glowing aura that gives you advantage on hitting them as well as allows you to see them even when they're in partial cover.
Okay.
Just to like sum it up real quick.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
So you've got your initiative, so.
And you have. I just.
Oh my god.
Which one of those sisters would you like to target?
I would like to target. Damn, let me ping.
I won't be able to just say bottom left, bottom right, or top.
Bottom left.
I mean, you can point with your measuring thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
Or you can if you've got the cursor up.
This
just
one.
hold down.
I want her face gone.
I do not wish to see her face any longer.
As you do throw the javelin, it basically plunges right into her knee. As she has taken the javelin to the knee, she will fall out of the tree and be knocked prone with a little bit of life still left in her, with a bow clutched to her chest tightly. Her massive chest.
Please tell me that she yells, "I wanted to be an adventurer."
She does that as she falls. She screams to the sister, "Sister, please carry on. I would want to be an adventurer, but I am no more with this javelin in my knee." She has fallen on the ground.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Oh Jesus! This is what I come back to. I disconnect briefly. Fucking an arrow to the knee bullshit.
And as
Even worse, javelin.
And as she looks up, she knows she doesn't have much left for this world, so she will attempt to throw or use her crossbow. As she is on the ground, she angles it and tries to hit the half-orc with the crossbow in a pure spite of vengeance. And she does. She in her bleary vision of fallen state, she does manage to just barely ping her crossbow bolt as it hits the half-orc straight in their knee for 4 damage, trading blow for blow. So that is 4 piercing to you. And the other archer, seeing as the gator has given her the giant flashing light, she will attempt to shoot her crossbow at you next. Come on. Page is loading very slowly. Okay.
Yeah, my
They
character just-
by the way, they both rolled a 22.
Hmm.
They both rolled a 19 each to hit. This one, however, as she is almost blinded by the light, she barely managed to get her crossbow bolt off and fires a arrow right at the leg of the alligator and gets a 3 points of damage. And the last arrow will be shot and will actually miss as she tries to attack the mad wizard that is firing Eldritch Blast.
Wizard.
She
I
doesn't
take
know.
offense to that.
She doesn't know what a warlock is. If you want to offense, you can kill her after. She thinks
Oh, I
you're
will.
she thinks you're a wizard because she sees the lightning and fires, and the arrow just barely goes right between your legs and misses.
And shooting for my dick. How dare you?
That leaves. I will give Chance his turn to act now.
Okay, cool. I want to do like a cap charge to Tobey Maguire in the red bandana. Like, I want to
Okay.
run through him.
Obie McGuire, the bandana.
I think I did give you a charge.
Yeah.
You
If
must
it's
move
under the
on, too.
attacks, it's not under the attacks. Also, I
was-
can't control my thing. Oh, hold on, never mind.
Actually, no, I don't think. He is actually already. I think I forgot. He is already prone, so you can just attack him normally. He is already prone,
Okay.
so you would get advantage from attacking him anyways. Charge doesn't do damage. Any of that hits. As you dash over to him, you see him on the ground, and you don't even like stop. You literally just run him over with all 4 of your hooves. You just take each one and just stamp the life out of him as every single bone in his body just cracks under your weight. The ribs going underneath, cracking to his heart. The other part of his ribs cracking to his stomach as he is just dead and gone. He is no longer have life
He
in
is an
this world.
ex-bandit.
He is officially alivened.
And as the dog sees that you have destroyed his master in the most bloody of way, he will take a clean bite out of your ankles to avenge his master. He makes a successful attack and does a bite attack at your ankles, hoping to gnaw off the leg. You take 3 points of damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
So a strength check that's whenever you do the thing next to your attacks, it'll say a column for strength. You can click on that.
You mean this?
Should be. It says strength check or strength. Either
Check.
way, you are safe. He is trying to pull out your leg from under you, but as you are a horse, he is not able to knock you prone that easily, as all 4 limbs provide too much stability on the ground. So you are free to stand as is, just a little bit health short. And as he does that, I will say there was one left. There was one bandit left that was over here in the corner. As she was not in the trees, she was hiding here to make sure she was not seen. And she will throw an acid splash at the Goliath. So I need let me double check it. The Goliath, I need you to make a d6. No, sorry, not d6. A dexterity saving throw. I don't know
16.
why. She tries to hurl a poison at your feet and instead hits the leg of the bandit as the leg of the bandit slowly starts to disintegrate, as a loud curse can be heard from her.
You snake! You're next!
And it is your go.
Ah! I'll move up and swing to attack.
You just hear a bunch of loud cursings. It's my poison, my poison, my poison death! And she just flinches utterly in amazement that she missed. And you manage to cleave her good throwing arm off. As her arm flows to the ground and blood spews out, she clutches the missing hole where her arm was and just looks you dead in the eyes, almost as if her life is fleeting, but still hanging on. Gator, it is your go.
I'm a just lowered head charge over there and try and crack her skull with my staff.
Okay. You have advantage on the attack.
I do, and I forgot to roll with advantage, so I just roll a second dice.
It should automatically. Oh, I forgot you're in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you can roll for damage. Anything but a 1. Yep. As you do that, she looks up to you. She knows she has at least done a bit of damage, and with accepted fate, you smash her head in, as her teeth go flying out and her body goes limp. She is no more for this world. Total, it is your go. Kitsu, it is your go.
Excellent. I get to send more people to the fucking depths of the underworld. Who's in the shower? Who's in the shower? Hello, Governor. So how far am I moving? Where am I going? Who's here? That bitch, these bitches.
You can hit anyone except this lady over here. She is the
Yeah,
only one.
She's behind her. I don't even know if she's there or whatever. I'm gonna shoot that bitch with a little bit of Eldridge Thinger. Where's my character? My character sheet has disappeared again. What the fuck? Get back here.
Yeah, I had the same problem.
Stop it. Stop disappearing. By the way, everybody's hearing me mumble this.
Where's my thing?
Where's my character sheet? Eldridge. This thing.
Eldritch.
And I will say, as you do that, and just double checking, as you do, since you do have advantage, that just barely hits. As you do that, the blast is so strong, it not only hits her, but it also hits clean straight through her chest and leaves a hole both in her chest and in the rock behind her, as she is completely gone with the blast of the Eldritch Blast singeing the blood around it, leaving nothing more than a cauterized hole in her chest. She has fallen.
He just kind of does an evil finger pyramid of contemplation and goes, "Good."
You have gone almost max.
Good.
You have gone almost max damage on every one of your Eldritch Blasts. That was a perfect 10.
He's just
The
just
opium
the
is
Mr. Bird.
strong within me.
the Mr. Burns fingers.
Yes.
Belrog, you with a slightly smaller than a javelin-sized
cut out.
arrow in your knee. You see the last elf, the very, very, very elf-defining elf person, up in the tree, staring down at you with vengeance.
I would like to throw another javelin.
You may.
Yes. More javelins.
Throw that bitch.
More!
Yeet!
Okay, and since you have advantage,
Damn.
To the face!
with that, you do hit her. You hit her only in the shin this time, as she is yet to still be able to become an adventurer. You hit her in the shin as she clutches her leg dearly, cursing underneath her breath as she is still up in the trees with a little bit left to go in her. And with that, she will actually fire, avenging her fallen sister. She will fire at the turtle with tears in her eyes. And
What the
oh
fuck did I
god,
ever do to you?
Just put on.
you have killed her only, one of her only sisters, and
One of her only sisters.
Only sisters.
One of.
It's her favorite sister.
Ulam, I believe she's racist against reptilians.
I believe I agree with you.
as one of her, she has a very low intelligence, so she just screams out, "One of my only sisters is gone!" As she actually,
Yes,
My favorite sister.
these things tend not to be, and these things tend to be a finite number, lass.
and she lets a very very straight and true arrow, planing straight into your arm that you are using to cast Eldritch Blast for 4 points of damage.
I believe she's going into shock.
And with that arrow into you, it is now the horse's turn. And yes, Masha, you can clip whatever you'd like. It is your chance. It is your chance to shine.
It's chance.
I'll
It's
just-
chance.
Yeah, I'll just stomp at the dog.
The dog's done
God
nothing.
damn it.
And with that, the god puppy looks up in your eyes as you meet animal to animal, thinking you knowing that he missed his bite, you clobber in his face, leaving him with only just one bit of life left in him, as he falls over prone, staring up at you in a whimpering mess, with his tail tucked between his legs very sadly.
For a moment there, I thought you said he looks up at you, leaving only brain damage.
He's not a psychic dog,
Leaving-
not yet.
Leaving only brain damage.
And
Say at this point, just throw the dog into the river.
Wow.
you
It'd
may
be
do
more
that.
merciful.
You may do that on
No.
your turn. And this lady says, "No, not Dasher. My favorite hound. One of my favorite hounds. I will show you what it means to just and she just throws it. She just in her shock just throws an acid splash at both the horse and the Goliath. Both of you need to make a dexterity save.
Me?
Yes. And Dakun, you are safe. And in her tears at her dog, she throws and once again hits the bandit who is dead, burning away his other leg. And she
He's really getting the raw end of this deal.
and may you show her what the deal is, Dakun.
Yeah, just, you could have ran and then swing.
And as you do, she, realizing her fate, she falls to her knees and looks up to the sky in one last remembrance of her god, as you cleave her head, thin from her body, a little bit of blood spurting out from her neck as her head slowly clangs off the cliffs and into the water to be carried away for nothing more than fish food. Her body has slunk and no more. Gator, it is your go.
I'm eat the leg of this woman who shot me in the leg, exactly in the same spot.
I will say I will give you as we have decided, void gets you 1 HP point per body. So you may
Awesome.
regain 1 HP point.
Find this man
Yeah.
an ant's nest.
Don't worry, as long as there's enough bodies around, I'll get back to full health. It's fine. I have a heart I promised to eat too.
All right, I wanna test a roll real quick because I
Yep.
just added this to my sheet.
It is your go. I could not figure out why they could.
And of
Okay,
course
yes.
I rolled a critical. Oh my god.
Would-
Just have that as your attack. Go at her and
I will-
crit her with the club.
Let's just
Is
say
it my turn?
let's just say you threw the club at her. I will allow you to throw the club at her.
You know what? I'll take it. Throw the great club at her.
Just yell, Elder Stinger, and throw the club.
Stinger, and I like slung my club, like I pointed it at her like a little too hard, and it just slips out of my grasp.
And as you do that, it somehow, in all of its magic, as the god that you worship itself has grinned on its demonic throne, as the great club leaves your hand, it hits her and knocks her fully alive, but into the river to be drowned and eaten by the piranhas below, as her body has taken every single rock hit on the way down. And
Why does this river have piranhas?
You
you
want to know?
and
You want to know
the,
the only sound I think of
what?
is the fucking when the dodgeball hits someone in the face sound.
You have booped her snoot, and she is no more. As the great club falls to the ground, happily undamaged, but with a nice bleed, with a nice blood on the front of the hammer, and it falls peacefully to the ground.
May I move now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of shuffle over there and pick my
I'm
club
gonna
up.
go get my club back.
Yeah,
And I will.
And he's got like his hands like in the the shuffling position, so they're like T-Rexed up, and he's just kind of shuffling, like "Hey, club."
And as all of the maidens and all of the sisters die, the only thing left is a very sad, very whimpering pup with his body slightly being in. He is the only one left alive, and you may choose to do what you will with him, Jazar.
Hmm.
May I try to convince you to try to heal him and add him to our party? Which would probably take, some animal handling, but
I don't have that.
I mean,
you don't have to
everyone
be
has
proficient
animal.
in it. Everyone has it.
The dog will no longer make a fighting protest, as his body is too badly damaged. He is free to the party as in by chance order. So Jazar will get to decide what happens to him, and he can choose to pass it up or let someone else.
Yeah, I'll pass it up.
That means Chance.
I'm not confident in myself.
Chance,
gets to make the decision.
You have beaten this dog in to the point where it has given up all hopes of life. It is a whimpering pile of mess, looking up at you as you have struck him beatless. What do you choose to do with the dog?
This dog will never understand a beat again. You beat him beatless.
What do you choose to do with this dog, Chance? From animal to animal. Gravy?
Where's Gravy at? Gravy?
Gravy?
Oh, he's muted again. As the horse has a tear in its eye, noticing... oh, you back, Gravy? Okay. What do you do?
Yeah. What do I do? Stomp it out.
Okay. So make an attack
What a
roll.
surprise.
I will say, the first strike misses, and the second strike hits. I will say that you managed to hit the dog, and you managed to knock it unconscious.
I'm really not okay with this.
I'm also not okay with this.
The dog is knocked unconscious. Dakun, what do you do?
You could have just let the thing run. It clearly wasn't fighting us anymore.
Its face was caved in, Darkoon. I don't think it knew where it was anymore.
I will say you can, if you are willing to sacrifice the HP potion and Gravy is okay with it, you all allowed to try to save it.
Could I try to just at the very least, use medicine to try to patch him up?
Yes, I will consider him stabilized. I will say he is not going to be able to follow you inside the dungeon, but if you decide to use that healing potion that you got from the dwarf earlier, I will allow him to live on to another session. If it ever happens.
Well, I mean, you said that he's stabilized, so
Yes.
he's not going to die.
Yes, he is not going to die.
Okay.
While they're busy deciding the fate of the dog, I'm going to walk over to this guy, the guy whose heart I said I was going to eat. And I'm going to pull his heart out of his rib cage and eat it. As promised.
As you do that, you can feel the heart. It's almost like a spongy grape, like a huge spongy grape. And
then toss it like a grape and just.
As with another chomp, the blood that was held inside the heart bursts inside the inside of your maw, coating the inside with that almost coppery taste that you've learned to enjoy and love. And the heart of the man has been void, and you have gained 1 health point.
On his face.
And as you do that, the blood just trickles down his face and cheek, knowing to know nothing more than dried blood. And you may eat 1 more body. I think you got her 3 hit points. You may eat 1 more body and just call it even.
Yeah. This one is, there's no symbolism to this one. It's just I'm still hungry.
Yep.
There we go.
Does anyone else hear Metal Gear Revengeance playing in the distance?
Which song?
Doesn't matter.
And I will say, as you all do this, Hard Noggin does come out from the trees where he was hiding in pure astonishment that you would possibly save him. And he just kind of tugs at the collar, just almost nervously looking at the bodies before looking up at the Goliath and chirping very, very happily, his tail wagging behind him. Thank you. I thought you would give me up for sure. These guys, they're trying to get the kobolds inside. The kobolds don't mean, well, I don't know. Thank you so much. I didn't think I would be able to get out of there. I just want to be safe.
No way I would turn over someone with a singing voice like yours.
And he goes up and hugs the ankle of the Goliath, as he is only 1/4 the height of the Goliath. He just hugs the shin of the Goliath.
Okay, shin. Okay, ankle. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was trying to do the height measurements in my head.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna pet him on the head and just say, "Come on, let's go help clear your name."
Okay. And as you all go, I will actually switch over maps. You don't have to worry. We finally approached the Mad God's lair. Da-da-da-da-da. And I will copy and paste everyone in there, so you don't have to worry about it.
Sorry, my food's here. I'm getting settled.
You're fine. I'm gonna copy everyone.
Actually, I need to go to the bathroom for a second.
You want to take a 15-minute before we start the dungeon?
That would be great.
Honestly, the dungeon is not as long as it could be in hindsight. It all depends on how smart you are. As actual people, not players. Which could be both ways.
15-minute break.
Alright.
Yep. I will call a 15-minute. We will convene again at 7:40. How is chat doing? I will actually look at that chat. How is chat doing? I'm not sure who all is there and who's all following along. I will be responding on chat while I go upstairs. Okay, I'm back. How's everyone doing?
Back.
Doing alrighty.
I'm here. I'm still stuffing my face with food.
Yep.
As you do.
Okay. Let me see how I can refresh turn order. I don't think. Let's see how to refresh that. Oh, maybe just this. There we go. Turn order's reset. Oh no. I got pause my stream. Oh no. There we go. I don't know why it's not letting me pause Twitch. There we go. Okay. Okay. Is anyone not here?
Yeah, so if somebody's not here, be sure to speak up.
Yeah. Also, I didn't do that. I hear a laugh. Oh, Goatsin TTV, thank you for coming on into chat. I didn't see you, so thank you for that. Thank you for coming on in.
Imperial Class 1 TIE Fighter.
Gravy, how you feeling right now? He's, apparently Gravy said he's not doing too hot right now. I think Gravy may feel a little bit sick.
Oh no.
Well, if that's the case, we could postpone and do this
No,
next week.
no. This is unless you're just trying to get out of Ikitsu. This is kind of the. Now this.
No, I want to be sure to include the people who were, in on this.
I won't. Just let me message him real fast.
And if I wanted out of this, I would just go, I don't want to fucking play anymore.
I'm just messing with Ikitsu. I'm a little bit worried. I'm
just
worried
saying.
I'm worried for Gravy.
Postpone it, like.
He can also just listen. Like, I mean, it's.
Oh.
I don't want him to. Well, I don't know. Instant moment decisions. Not good at those. Right. It is all puzzles from here, so I mean, it's not like it's a lot right now at the moment. It's just kind of puzzle stuff. This is the actual puzzle dungeon now. I'd like to continue forward. I don't have enough content. If I were to try picking this up later, I would not have enough content to just keep it going. That's the problem.
Okay, I just didn't know how much was left. I was just making a suggestion.
Yeah, it would be a lot of effort to try doing it again. I'm gonna give him an extra few minutes. Let me give him let me double check with him. Was he here before we left?
Who?
Gravy? Yeah, he was here before we went to AFK. I didn't notice that message until just now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say let's keep going. Because I trying to get everyone together again, trying to do all this again, like, I would have to add content in this and this, and like, I don't, not familiar. I'm not comfortable with that. We may be doing, like, if everyone, like, if everything goes well, I may be doing it again, but like, it depends all on how everything goes, because like I said, I still don't have any feedback yet whatsoever, so. Give it just a few more minutes. I'm gonna try giving Gravy a personal call, see if that works. Okay. Is everyone else there? Belrog, Kodge, Jacobin, Kitsu?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Poo Poo 2 standing by.
Okay. We will continue on. I will carry him along with us. I will just control him from here. Just a quick note. What's everyone's HP at right now?
Full.
Full.
Also full.
Jazar, did you take any damage?
Checking right now. I took a arrow to the shin.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
at
you
12.
took 12 damage.
I'm at 12
3.
right now.
Who said 3?
No, he took 3
Oh,
damage, not
yeah.
12 damage.
Oh, my bad.
Because 12
Yeah.
would knock him out, I think.
No, he has
I thought
12.
you
He has
asked
12.
how much-
No, he has 12 hit points.
So
having
taking
taken
12
12
damage would have knocked him out.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you approach this cave, you slide away the door, leading to the cave. You can tell Hardnoggin is very, 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 very uncomfortable with being here, but he knows that he has to do this. So, as you first go in, did that reveal for you all?
No.
Reveal area. There we go.
We black. Where are we, though? There we are.
There we go. As you all go through, Hardnoggin will kind of go first. You see basically 2 things. You see a bridge over a large cavern of basically water. There's a whole bunch of water in it. This is both a mountain, right? This is basically a mountain with a lake running underneath. So you see the water from the spring nearby flowing underneath, going through. Hardnoggin leads the way as you walk inside the cave, which actually turns out to be, from the looks of it, some kind of workshop. You're not sure yet as you make your way through. So, I don't know if you want me to grab... So, characters or... You can see up to here right now. So, do you make your way inside the cave / workshop?
We won't make much progress from out here.
Okay. The Dakun and the Hardnoggin will walk on through the cave / workshop up into the first room. Does anyone else follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Seeing as it's
I would also like to follow.
Okay.
safe to continue.
I will say, Kitsu will be the first to notice this, but as you enter, you will hear a kind of voice in your head. First off, for Kitsu, you are surprising to hear it is a voice different than the one you are normally used to. It is almost a competing voice for dominance in your head, as it basically calls out to you all saying, "Welcome, welcome. It is nice for you to finally show up to my dungeon," as the voice in your head loudly proclaims.
May I reply to the voice?
Yes.
I would like to reply to the voice and say, welcome. Your roommate is this serial killer that's been living in my head for a few years now. I'm going to have to ask that you two start paying rent. I'm going to leave that to you two to decide how you want to divide that up. Meanwhile, everybody's hearing me just ramble on about this.
The voice which mimics in all of people's head, "Haha, well then, if you can make it to the end, I will reward you with all the treasures you could want. Anyone, you all are from that human village down there, correct?" As he tries
Yes.
to check to see.
Yes. And we have some problems with taking things that don't belong to you.
Oh, we shall see who belongs to whom. And I see you brought Hardnoggin. It's good to see you back, Hardnoggin, as he says, almost in a spiteful tone. And Hardnoggin at that point will just kind of hide underneath the leg of Dakun. And you will make it all to the first room. You're okay, though. The room is safe. I will never grab your characters and put them into dangerous situations. I will let you walk into those.
Good to know. If he doesn't move us, then we don't want to.
that there are any traps in this room.
There is no traps. You can see, but there is a note on the table, and as I will say, as you walk into the first room, you see 4 statues, one in each corner of the room, standing at attention, with their weapons grasped firmly in front of them. In the middle of the room, there were 6 chairs surrounding 2 large holes with stone rims around them. What do you do? What do you like to look at?
I'd like to examine this door up here.
The door appears to be sealed shut, and seems to be no way you can get in front of it. There was no way that you can seem to get through this door or the door to your right.
Is this new?
Yes.
Is this new that
Back.
Good. Are you okay to continue, Gravy?
Yeah, I had to go walk the dog.
Oh, okay. As you walk into the room, Gravy, you see a note on the table, 2 large pawns of basically there's some statues on the wall, and the Goliath is now talking to the voice in all of your heads out loud.
Okay.
And yes, and the dark voice replies, "Yes, these doors are new. I had the kobolds put them in myself, and then I warded the doors so only they could open whenever I deemed them to be worthy. Pass my challenges, and you too may open the doors."
Oh, one of those. Okay, fascinating. So, what's the first challenge?
Well, why don't you read the note on the floor and see? I have written instructions out very clearly along these walls.
I'll walk up and read the note.
The note is just basically written in common. It says, in order to continue, first look at the bottom of the wells. and it will basically say, "Look down there for the next clue."
All right. Who wants to jump in the well? The voice in my head's telling me to.
I will. I'll join you on that endeavor.
Upon looking inside the hole, you see plenty of fish swimming around. Some fish you've never seen, but a few in particular you recognize, particularly the electric eels. These eels could shock anything that touches them in such a way that it would paralyze even the strongest fighter to death. And at the bottom of the pool, you see there is a small chest you can make out.
So they want us to retrieve the chest then.
How deep is the water?
The water is, I would say, it is deep enough to see, so I would say probably about 70 feet. It is looking into the actual lake that's around him. It seemed to be used as a fishing spot at one point.
Is that in both wells or just
Yes,
one?
both wells are connected to the same pond. It seems to have been used for fishing.
So there's some statues in the room too, right?
Yes, there is. But inside the
Fine.
room, there was 4 statues with weapons out front of them.
I would like to take a good look at the statues, not out of any puzzle solving standpoint, but I just want to look at them because they're pretty.
Okay. As you look at the statues, one is holding a valiant bow with a shield as well. It seems to be in a protector role. There is one statue with a long wooden spear as well as a metal shield themselves. One of the statues seems to have 2 wooden swords out and ready to go. And the last seems to have a wooden staff.
All right, this is too smart for me. I sit down and I begin smoking my pipe.
Could we try moving the hands, see if that's if there's anything to do with that with the puzzle?
Do you attempt to move the hands?
Yes.
Okay. How do you move them? Describe how you move the hands.
I would like to see if they have like any movement, like left or right, or if there's any like motion, like if you could possibly even move them at all.
Okay. As you move the hands, they do not appear to move left to right. However, as you pull the hand and you move it down, you hear a loud click and a arrow comes out of the mouth of the guardian and hits you in the chest for 1 damage.
Shot. All right. Wait. What?
You should.
Oh,
stop
it's
doing that.
it's totaling.
Could I use dancing lights to try to attract the eels to the surface? Wait. How deep is the water line from the well? From the edge
20
of the
feet.
well?
It would be 15 feet.
Oh, that's super deep. Never mind. I'll admit, puzzle solving's not quite my specialty.
Would I be able to attack the fish?
The water would slow down your bolt enough that it would not actually be able to reach the eels through spell methods.
Let me look in my spells and see what I possibly have. Because I have an idea, sort of. I just have to look at what I've got available. How many eels are there?
I would say
well?
there is 4 eels, all swimming around, happily dancing in their watery tombs.
Whom I say. Hmm. Hmm.
Quite shocking, isn't it? As the loud voice laughs in your heads, taunting you
If you
further.
think that's the dumbest joke I've heard from a voice in my head, then you need to meet my other half. Don't you be bringing bad puns into this shit. Let's see. That'll work. So how far down did you say the eels were?
They would be 70. The water is 70 feet deep, so they would be swimming around like they wouldn't be swimming on the bottom, maybe like 60 feet or so. They'd be swimming around near the bottom, kind of gobbling up whatever they can.
Mood.
Did you just say mood?
What have I been doing this entire game?
Gobbling up everything they can.
Yeah, exactly. The eels are my mood kindred.
Hmm.
My disembodied hand, like, pull one of the eels out.
You have 5 feet of range with that.
Jack, I told you I should have taken fucking Scanlan's hand.
You can't. It's not a high enough level. No, you didn't.
Shh. Or not that one. It's
Mage
the
hand.
ghost. Yeah, the ghost, ghostly servant or whatever.
Unseen servant?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but it has a 60-foot range nonetheless.
Yeah, and the treasure chest's up low with that.
Just got to get rid of the eels. Anybody got any dynamite?
Nay, I used it last week on a problem at a dam. But why would a statue shoot a dot at someone unless there was a reason for it? Perhaps there is more to these statues than it appears.
Well, y'all can go and move them. I have been shot in the chest already.
Fair play.
You should maybe try not doing that.
Worry not. We know what the problem is. I'm gonna dig through my pack
Okay.
and pull out an iron pot. Just
Okay.
put this in front of the arrow slot, and then it won't hit you.
I thought you were about to try and scoop the water out.
I may be big, but my arms are not 15 foot.
All right. Is there any
they
way
are
we could?
arms.
Can we jankily like strap it to my chest somehow so I won't get shot in the fucking chest again?
I do have some rope.
Attend to the. He thinks his arms are feet. Is he okay?
What I was saying was, you just like have someone hold it, like someone else hold it directly in front of the slot where the arrow shoots out, and it won't be able to hit you at all.
How about we just stand to the side of it and then do what we're gonna do? Don't stand directly in front of the arrow slot.
Again, the opium turtle has come up with a great point. Opium must be a wonderful thing, Ulam.
To the box.
Ulam, can I take a
News,
puff of that?
everyone.
Can I take a puff of that pipe? You're the smartest one here, apparently.
My pipe. Just does like a little turtle hiss.
Retracts into his shell.
Sounds.
Yeah, he just pulls his head and his limbs into his shell. He's just like,
You see little,
you just see smoke coming out of the top of the shell.
yeah, you see opium smoke rings just popping out. Just
I must smoke it all before they try and take it from me.
They will try and take it. The voice in my head has said so. It said,
Okay.
and then he says something in crap. What language did I have him speak? He says something in deep speech that no one quite catches.
What?
So what were the statues again? I forgot to write it down.
The statues are 4 warriors. One with a proud wooden longbow and a metal shield in their hand. Another with 2 wooden swords cleaned in both of the hands. The other has a spear and a metal shield, a wooden spear and a metal shield. And the last just has a wooden staff proudly displayed in front of it.
I don't think that you wield arrows and shields at the same time. Perhaps they're holding weapons in the wrong place.
So you got wood bow with a metal shield, 2 wood swords, a wood spear with a metal shield, and what was the last one?
The last one was a wooden staff.
Oh, somebody blooped.
Wasn't me.
Oh, they're back. Let's see, a wood bow with a shield, 2 wooden swords, wooden spear. Can I attempt to remove one of the wood swords from the hand of the one with the 2 wood swords? But I wish to stay to the side of it so I don't get shot.
As you as you approach the statue with the 2 swords, you are able to easily pluck the wooden weapons out of the statue's hands, and you now are in possession of 2 wooden practice swords.
No dart?
No dart.
Which one shot the dart? You there with the dart in his chest. Which one were you fucking around with?
The one to my left.
Which one is that?
The one with the staff.
Yeah.
The one with the staff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Alright, I would like to just put down the 2 swords. And I would like to do the same with the wooden spear. Again, standing just to the side.
You, as you know, the hands being very, very mobile, you try not to mess with the hands too much as you grab the spear from the arm of the statue and now are in possession of a wooden spear.
Alright. I will attempt to remove... Same thing. I will attempt to remove the 2 shields while standing to the side. Not trying to pick another dark chest.
Let's see, there's one with the one that I took the spear from has a shield. The one with the bow has a shield too.
Probably the bow one, my bad.
Then you remove the metal shield from the statue and are now in possession of a round buckler.
Great.
A buckler! Those are the kind of shields that people with bows use, isn't it? Small, straps to the forearm.
Don't know, I'm not well versed in battle tactics. Let's see, we have the staff. I'm going to stand to the side of the one with the staff and remove the staff from the statue.
As you move over to the staff, you remove the staff carefully, making sure not to jiggle the hands, as the staff comes freely from its hold.
So the hands are what caused it. Maybe the position of the hands could be used to determine which statue is supposed to have which weapon. And we probably want to match the wood weapons with the wood shields and the metal weapons with the metal shields.
They're both metal shields.
Damn!
All the weapons are made of wood. All of the shields are made of metal. Which way did you move the hand when you got shot in the chest?
It didn't move left or right. It moved. I believe I was pulling on it, and it activated.
You
May
pulled
I
its finger?
May I carefully push it?
The hand does not push back, nor does it pull forward.
Oh, I moved it up and down. My bad.
May I push it up?
As you push it up, it just is a statue with its hands raised, but it does at least stay there for a second before falling down into a even flat position, straight out in front of it.
All right, everyone stand clear. I would like to pull the arms down.
As you pull the arms down, the mouth opens up and an arrow comes flying out of it. You take 1 point of damage.
Even though I'm standing off to the side of it.
Are you standing off to the side, Kitsu?
Yes, I've been very careful this entire time.
You can have your HP point back then.
Excellent.
And I will say, you may collect the arrows.
Throw them at the eels.
Yes, throw the arrows at the eels.
Wait, we have an arrow. We have a bow.
The problem is it's too far downward to shoot at it.
True.
Because I have a light crossbow, so I could have shot. Wait a second. Water would not slow down magic, though.
That is what I said, as he says gleefully in your head.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast into the well.
Is that not considered magic?
But you said it would slow down bolts, not magic.
No, magic bolts. Sorry. Magic bolts. You even said magic, Kitsu. You even
I did
repeated
not.
magic.
I said, could I attack it?
Do not throw. Do you wish to throw? Oh wait, that was me. I don't know what I did. I think I accidentally
Yeah,
clicked on your thing.
Probably. Okay, since it's been clarified. By the way, my turtle guy is jotting all this information down in his journal.
As one should.
So we have possession of the... Wait a second. Can I put the wood bow on the one who's been shooting arrows at us?
You notice that whenever you made the hand go down, that was actually a different statue that you used. And they both shot arrows.
They both shot arrows. Ew. So do they all shoot arrows?
Would you like to try?
Now, a wise man once told me, don't fuck around because you'll find out. And I don't want to find out. I'm out of ideas.
Is there any way we can inspect? Are they all the statues are identical, correct?
Yes.
All right, fuck.
Identical with removal. Can I read the inscription again?
The inscriptions just decided to tell you that they were all warriors that died in battle.
Doesn't say how they died in battle.
Is there any way of discerning how they died in battle? Are there any markings, names, other inscriptions, or do they have the appearance of famous warriors? Would I know any of this?
Nope, they all just seem to be statues representing humans who have won over some kind of beast in battle, with no discernible about them.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm feeling really bad.
That's
So,
okay.
Sorry
All right,
about that.
Feel better, Gravy.
TTYL. Good night.
Good gravy.
The horse wanders
The horse
Yeah,
wanders out.
He just wanders away. He's just
He's
like,
done. He's done. He doesn't want to deal with this.
This is
Like,
boring. I'm gone.
I'm a horse.
So, if you'd like, you can inquire to Hardnoggin about a possible hint.
I'm a
hard noggin not said anything.
I'm a steal the fucking potion from the horse before it goes.
That you now have a potion of healing.
I wave the kobold over and I just put like a hand on his head and I'm just like, hello, little dragon. And
Chirp,
then I
chirp.
like touch his scales a whole lot because I'm very clearly high and I like the feeling of his scales. But then I kind of snap back to reality and I ask him if he
there
knows
goes
anything
gravity.
about these statues.
He appears to kind of look around, with a faint familiarity with the statues, and he just points at the statues and points at the water, and just does like a he just kind of like he's throwing something in the water. He just kind of does like a mock throw in the water.
I see. Throw all of the weapons into the well.
Really?
And then I pick up all the weapons and I start walking over to one of the wells.
He stops. He does kind of stop you and tries to point at the wooden spear specifically.
So I throw the spear into the well.
Okay, roll an attack.
What? Why am I rolling an attack to drop a spear into a well?
You said throw.
Well, excuse me. Semantics. I'm just. It's like throwing a coin into a well. I don't have to roll a dexterity check to throw a coin into a well. It's just
Are you just dropping it into the well, or are you going to throw it in the well?
Dropping it into the well. Just kind of haphazardly tossing it down the well.
As you do that, Hardnoggin's face palm is very clearly visible as he realizes one of the weapons has gone down the well.
Oh no.
You little shit, you're the one that told me to do it. I just drop the other ones and I go to sit somewhere.
He begins to scramble around, looking at the bow and picking it up before loudly chirping it with it above its head.
I know you can. I know you have a voice, Hardnoggin. What are you trying to say?
By the way,
he just kind of face palms again. He said, "I think you're supposed to use the bow and the arrows on the eels, but I'm too weak to even pull back the string." As he says, as he thinks over everything and comes to the realization.
This is going to be absolutely terrible for all the other kobolds to try to get in here. Does anyone here know how to use a bow?
Only crossbows.
I'll give it a shot.
What is the range of your crossbow, Kitsu?
It's a light crossbow.
Isn't it like 80 feet?
I don't know.
I'm 90%.
I have no clue.
I'm 90% sure a light crossbow is 80 feet minimum. It has a range of 80 to 320 feet.
That means that 80 he can shoot it.
Yeah, you get disadvantage after 80 feet, but you can shoot confidently up to 80 feet.
I don't know. I'm not piecing any of this together.
Are we just supposed to attack the eels?
Would you like to attack the eels?
I was sassed for trying to cast Eldritch Thinger, so I'm gonna let somebody else deal with this.
Hmm.
I don't. I have a 10 in dexterity. I have no.
You could attempt to shoot the bow.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be absolutely shit at it.
No,
It's like
you have a
shooting-
10. You're going to be average at it.
You're shooting
I have a
fish.
13 at
You are shooting a fish in a barrel.
No, a fish in a barrel has less than 5 feet of clearance. These things you said are 60 feet at the bottom of a well.
It is actually just an opening to a lake.
Shit before I try it.
I'll
End up
shoot it.
shooting myself in the head.
Okay, Belrog
I'll try.
will shoot one of the arrows from the statues at the fish.
Dexterity, right?
Yeah, just roll a d20.
Oh, shit.
If you got a
That's like a +3. You manage to skewer one of the eels as it sadly falls down to the bottom of the well in a slightly sad way.
All right.
Only slightly sad, but the rats had mothers and fathers that they had to worry about.
Yeah. All right. How many more eels are there?
There's 2 eels left.
Okay. I'm gonna need 2 more arrows.
like 4 arrows have been shot out at least.
Oh. I thought only 2 had been shot out. My bad.
2
All
had
right.
been shot out. One's in your chest.
Yes. Can I remove
No,
one
but-
in my chest?
Yes, you
But
may.
two statues fired each time apparently, so there's 4.
All right. Roll again.
Yeah, sure.
Damn.
One of the arrows barely glances by one of the eels, but you definitely feel like you could hit it again.
Again. Come on, just kill it.
You manage to skewer another eel. One of the other eels is looking up at the perpetrators and will decide to flow away down the stream, not wanting to be next to here. The
Alright.
water is now free of eels.
All right.
The water
Here's the
is
question.
free of eels.
Whoever jumps in there, how are we gonna get them out?
Well, I have 50 feet of rope. How far down is the water?
15
Okay.
feet.
Yeah, it's 15 feet. All right.
And I can hold my breath for a real long time.
Would you like me to hold your opium pipe, Ulam?
If I find any amount of opium missing from this pipe, I will haunt your nightmares. All right, so I'm gonna set up this this rope so that I can climb back out.
Okay.
But I would like to delve into the well, and I will take a deep breath because I can hold my breath for up to an hour.
You take a deep breath, you jump in, and you are able to retrieve successfully the chest.
That's it.
Yeah.
Didn't see anything else on my way down.
Just a bunch of fish. You may nab a fish at your liking, and you may
I
gain 1
do
HP
not
for
wish to
boiling a
nab a
fish.
I do not wish to nab a fish. I'm full health.
No fish for this day.
No fish. All right, so I got a chest.
hmm
I would like to inspect the chest.
It seems to be just a clear wooden chest that seems to be watertight.
Clear wooden chest.
No, clearly a wooden chest that seems to be watertight.
Is there a lock on it?
Nope. I would not recommend opening it underwater.
All right, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna toss the chest out and then climb up the rope.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna, while in the water, you're gonna take a chest that is more dense than water.
I don't know how
And
heavy
It's
the
it's a
chest
small
is.
it's a small chest. It's a very small chest.
Sure, but with basically zero leverage because you're just in the water, hugging that thing fit over 15 foot to
That-
clear the distance.
I will say you can put the chest on your back and climb up and have it balanced between your neck and your shell, holding it
whatever, we'll
tight.
do that.
You do not have enough strength to. You cannot just like chuck the thing 15 feet out of the
Got
water.
12 strength. I'm stronger than average. Calling me a weak turtle. Fuck you.
And as the chest comes up, you hear just happy kobold noises as he dances around, left to right. Oh, great, the turtles gathered the chest, and now we may progress. As he starts trying to think of a tune in his head.
You need a little more vibrato, but it's a good tune.
He gives strange, almost barking noises as the happy chirps come from the kobold.
So I would like to open the chest very cautiously.
And the giant tentacle monster, no. And then you open up the chest.
I know a little something about giant tentacle monsters.
So inside the chest is a small note with the words, "These statues, for once great men, they represent people who have fallen in battle and both far from their god Helios. The door will open when these statues have given up their battle and learned to praise their god again."
Oh. Well, if all we should do is reposition their arms to be that of prayer for their god, then we already took their weapons from them.
Someone make a religion check.
I believe I'm
Anyone can
proficient
roll.
in religion. But it's an intelligence, so I have no proficiency.
Anyone may roll for
Actually, no,
proficiency.
I have a +2.
Oh.
I have a +2 because...
And
who just rolled? Kaj already rolled.
14. Looking at the note, you read the name Helios, and you recognize Helios to be the sun god.
Of course, the human sun god.
The voice in my head just yells, "Praise the sun," into my brain.
So what would you like to do with the statues?
Exactly what Dokun said. He thought was what they needed to do. We've stripped them of their weapons, and we need to try to reposition their arms into a symbol of prayer for their god.
In what kind of way should their arms go?
Well, with a 14, would I know what the appropriate
You would
prayer
know.
position would be?
Yes, it is the
Then
sun
that's what
god.
I do.
It is as you remember, the sun god. You must spread out both your hands far and wide to the heavens in an arching way. For therefore they must praise the sun again. Kitsu was actually right. It is praise the sun.
I wasn't
Voice in
right.
my head.
The voice in my head was right, and no one else heard it. Because the voice in my head speaks deep speech.
So as you go to each of the four statues, all four of you, not making sure to not move the hands down, for that would be the direction of hell, and thus fire and damage. You instead decide to move the hands up, in a symbol of praising of the glorious god Helios. And with that, the door clicks open.
Which door?
The northern door, my bad. The northern door clicks open.
You're done now.
Oh no.
And you may all move to the next room.
To the next room.
Uh-huh.
Just have my staff over my head, and I'm going.
And
Like the
as
sand people from Star Wars.
and as you do, Also, I know this is a little bit weird, but I actually had to crop this like middle section right here, so it's a little bit funky looking. So just keep that in mind.
I don't see anything. You shouldn't have
So-
even said anything.
Slightly cropped. Like right there. Anyways, as you enter the
Yeah, I hadn't really noticed.
as you enter the second room, you notice it's actually a series of 3 rooms, one in each of just 3 different rooms. The first room seems to be a bed of sorts. The second you can kind of peer out to be a storage room of some sort, and the last room you can't really make down too far down the hallway, but you do see an anvil.
I would like to go to the storage room and rummage around for potent smokables.
As you look in the second room, you notice a few things. So you open one of the box, hoping for opium, and instead you just get a single platinum coin. A single platinum coin with the symbol of a tiefling on it.
I tell no one and just put it in my coin purse.
The next to it, on top of one of the barrels, seems to be a rusted copper axe with draconic markings along the blade, lying on top of another crate. Another crate seems to have some fresh fruit in it. There is a barrel that is filled to brim with water gathered from the mountain spring itself, and another barrel with markings unknown to you, but is filled with an oil-like substance. And one of the chests in there has a thick iron lock around it.
Well, this room's filled with garbage. Next.
On the next room, I'm guessing you go all the way down the hallway.
I mean, unless anybody else is doing anything.
No, I feel we should know what we are dealing with first.
The last room is a forge that would make any dwarf be proud to show their parents. The anvil is made of a pure, solid iron with tops full of scratches and nicks. The hammer that lays beside it is made of a beautiful tungsten metal head on a mahogany handle. And the calipers that lay beside it are glimmering silver tongs. And on the table inside the room, you see several molds. An ingot, just a plain old iron ingot, it's a iron mold in the shape of an ingot, a hammerhead ingot mold, hammerhead mold, a coin mold, and on the door you see a plain wooden shield hanging on some rope from a nail driven into the door.
Well, none of this interests me. I just kind of shuffle back into the supply room and go over boxes I've already gone through.
And since this is a puzzle room, I am going to copy the descriptions of the room and put them in a note for you.
All three of these the puzzle room, or is it just the forge?
All 3 of these rooms are necessary to the puzzle.
Okay.
Perhaps we're supposed to fill the molds. Do we? There was
Why would we even recognize that there's a puzzle yet?
So
not everybody has even been in every room.
I will
because
say
the malicious entity that maybe seems to have a fondness for this kind of shenanigans.
As for the first room, I actually did not describe the first room. The first room has beds lining the rooms. The bed sheets look to be thrown about as if whatever was last sleeping there had to get up quickly. On top of one of the beds, you find a journal. It is Elvish in writing. It basically just states how to grow wheat. On top of another, you find a necklace of shark teeth strung together with a nickel chain, clearly worn proud by whoever put it on, and a single bottle of liquid. That just seems to be water.
Small critique. If there's something in another language, don't tell us what it's about.
I think, actually, yeah, you're right. It's actually a non-important journal.
Well, you kind of leave that up to the players to decide whether it's important or not.
I accidentally just kept reading on my script, actually.
Yeah. So, just a small...
It is a very elaborate photo.
You said there was a lock on a chest in this room, right?
Yes.
Excellent. I would like to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Roll sleight of, I think sleight of hand.
Wait a second. Hang on. I gotta make sure I have lockpicks on me because I'm pretty sure I do with my Dungeoneer's pack, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't. I have a crowbar though.
Smack it.
I would like to attempt to crowbar the chest open.
Make a strength check.
Sweet, I can do that. Let's see. Strength check. Bloop.
Okay. You manage to hit the. You manage to hit the iron lock off of the chest. It was not a very tough built lock. It looks like it could even. Well, it just doesn't look like that much of a strong iron lock, but you were able to knock it down to the ground. The iron lock clinks to the ground as you open up the chest and notice it being a potion. Would anyone like to try to identify the potion?
A potion. Yeah, I'll try to. I'll take a look at it. I'll look at that there thingamabob.
I don't think alchemy is a check. I think medicine check.
Medicine.
I think that might be a skill check.
You could do an alchemy
Wisdom.
check through int or something.
Either that or yeah, I would say int. Just make an int roll.
Intelligence roll. Oh God.
Go for it.
I rolled a 19.
You recognize? Do you have any proficiencies in alchemy at all? I'm guessing no.
I have Arcana.
Okay. You think that this is a potion of healing?
I think.
You think that this is a potion of healing?
Think this is a potion of healing.
It looks very similar to.
It could also be a mystery potion.
It is a potion that resembles a potion of healing very closely.
Meanwhile, I am literally rambling this out loud as I'm spinning around, like pointing it to the light and stuff, and just kind of looking at it really close. And I'm going, health potion or deadly poison?
Health or damage?
Pharmacy or harmacy?
Yes.
Thank you, Uncle Iroh, for those words of wisdom.
You're welcome.
Who would like to pocket this potion?
I mean, I'm holding it, so I'm gonna pocket it.
You will pocket the potion in clear view of Belrog, but he was not Jazar, but he was not there to see you pocket the platinum coin.
Baha.
Here, I'll make it more interesting. I'm head first into a barrel trying to figure out what's in here.
That would be the bottle. That'd be the barrel of water.
I
And
do
it's like,
my
Believe
intelligence.
it's wet in here.
My intelligence of 10. Wet.
Wet is average. Average for water.
okay,
I
I'm
also
going.
go over and I stick my head in the water and I go, yes, I concur. Wet.
Water usually... Oh, water is not wet. Water cannot be wet.
I will show
Me and the
you.
crocodile are gonna argue over the semantics between wet water and water makes wet
Yes.
for like an hour.
No, water makes things wet, so it cannot be wet.
I'm too high to stop arguing, and he is too dumb to stop arguing.
No, it's not that he's too dumb to stop. He knows what he knows, and fuck you, you're wrong. Somebody
Exactly.
is wrong in front of me.
He is too dumb to identify the fact that my dude is high out of his mind.
I have put the descriptions of all the rooms inside of your notes, which is next to your character sheet.
Room 2. Room 2. Room 2. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm gonna poke the kobold and be like, "Hey, what the fuck's
Belrog,
up?"
as you notice, you see that wooden shield on the wall, proudly hung there by the nail. It seems that seems unadorned, unlike everything else in these rooms. It seems just very plain and wooden compared to all the other
Hmm.
far off, foreign-looking objects.
Hmm. Yes. I would like to attempt to go back to the first room and grab that necklace.
Okay, you grab the necklace. The necklace is, just to make sure, the. Oh, whoops! I accidentally copied and pasted that twice. I'm gonna re-edit the. I gotta re-edit the thing. I don't have the first room in there.
What do the draconic symbols say on the thing?
Does anyone read Draconic?
I can read draconic.
So can I.
It says
That's why I
to
asked.
to battle be glory.
No, this is useless. I'm just throw it aside.
Useless gibberish.
To battle be glory.
Just read it. And it says bonjour.
Made in China.
Yep.
And let me go ahead and re-edit that so it actually has the first room listed there.
Kobold, tell us things. Poking with my staff.
I also poke him with my great hammer and go, or my great club, and go, yes, tell us things.
The kobold looks curious around to each room. He notices all the same things you do. And in the last room, he gets very excited that the shield seems to be exactly the same size that would fit him. It seems to have been a kobold shield. So he points very excitedly at the shield and asks if he can have it.
I will give him the shield.
I would like to move away. If y'all are gonna move the shield, I'm not getting shot again.
As you remove the shield from the wall, you notice that there is a singular coin-size indentation into the wall, or into the door. And as you see this, the Mad God finally speaks up. Ho! It took you enough time to see the coin in the hall. Oh, door. Apparently, you don't look very hard. I will tell you. The puzzle for this room is I want you to bring me a 10 coin. A coin made from tin. And if you place a 10 coin in this hole, then I will allow you to progress to the next room. Spelled T-I-N.
Why would you make a coin out of a can? That is stupid.
You're stupid.
No, you!
I agree.
Is there any tin ore in this room?
No, you seem to have nothing to have come across that seems to be made of tin.
I'd also like to point out the fact that we're probably just yelling at each other in Draconic.
Yes, yeah, we
So
switched languages without realizing.
We're just over here going growl, grumble, growl, grumble.
We switched languages when we read it and forgot.
Yep. I think me and the crocodile are gonna get along pretty good. So can I make an astounding moment of clarity and recollection?
Sure.
I would like to try to put the coin that I found into the slot.
I'm glad I'm over here.
It is the same shape.
Yep, it is the exact same shape as the coin, the slot. As you have revealed that you have a platinum coin, clearly from your back pocket, you place it in clear view of the alligator into the coin hole, and it just kind of sits there for a moment before falling out dumbly, like nothing happened.
I spin around and I go, I did it!
The platinum
the door
coin
is not
falls
open.
to the ground, and it just says, Platinum! Platinum is worthless! I want a 10 coin! T-I-N. Silly people.
People? I ain't a people, I'm a turtle. How dare you? Magical other voice in my head. Other voice! Tell him off. My other voice just starts yelling things in deep speech at him. And I pick the coin up and I throw it onto the workbench nearby. And
I
I
don't
just
see.
go, useless crap.
The platinum coin bounces off the workbench and lands in the forge as the forge turns on and a flame comes on, clearly melting the coin in almost a magical-like fire.
Why?
Given what I know about platinum and how fucking hot that would have to be, none of us in this room is safe right now.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm over here.
Yes, the furnace seems to be hot to melt anything that would go inside of it, but it does actually
Well, I
melt
also
hot
didn't
enough.
mean that I like fucking fastball pitched it. I just kind of like tossed it.
Have you ever dropped a coin and saw how far it goes?
I also tossed it on the workbench, which is on the other side of the room from the forge. That is an impressive bounce.
You're drunk.
On a workbench? That's like...
How drunk are you?
Hang on, wait a second. 20 feet away? Nah.
How drunk are you?
I'm not drunk. I'm high, thank you. And that actually would make me slower, not fucking, a major league pitcher.
I'm going to grab the ingot that's lying there and look at it very carefully.
That
Wait,
was
do we have an ingot or do
that
we
was-
have a mold in the shape of
that
it?
was a mold of an ingot. I just
okay.
There was an
It's
old
not been written.
Yeah, there was a mold of an ingot, a mold of a coin, and a mold of a hammerhead.
Oh, it says an ingot, a hammerhead, and a coin mold. So I was just like, there's a hammerhead and an ingot and a coin mold. Okay. Well, that's fucking useless.
What are the molds made of?
The molds are made of. It's just a. What are molds made of? Molds are made of steel.
Would I be able to put 2 and 2 together?
Your
2
end is
and
higher
2
than
of what?
mine, so probably.
Out of character, I've solved the problem.
What is the problem?
The problem is how to make tin. I know how to make tin.
How do you make tin
Out
then?
of character. Out of character, I know how to make tin.
Go ahead and tell me what you think.
I'm looking it up to make sure
I know this for a fact. Let me look this up.
I
By
thought
the
tin was
Eldritch voice.
because tin is an alloy. It's not normally found.
Tin is not. I don't think tin's an alloy. I think it's just a. Is it an alloy? I thought tin's an element.
I believe tin is technically an alloy. It's natural. It's a natural alloy.
Yeah, it naturally occurs, but I don't know if it's an alloy.
Yeah, no,
but
it's not. Chemical. Tin is
Production.
literally group 14 on the periodic table.
Oh, is it? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Tin mining beginning. Yeah, if we had bronze and then we tried to separate that into tin and copper, that might work.
Well, we have copper.
Yes, but that doesn't help.
That must have been what I was thinking about as well.
Yeah, copper
Copper
and tin
and-
together make bronze.
Copper and silver.
I went the wrong direction. Because we have iron and copper and platinum.
And you also have some other things that you've acquired from the rooms.
And nickel.
I have silver. I got that silver necklace.
And while they're
That's
trying
a
to figure
nickel
this
necklace.
Hey, Shadow.
while they're trying to figure this out, I'm gonna walk over back to the coin slot and say, "I don't understand. It's platinum."
Oh my god.
I only take the purest of tin. No other
I
plats involved in my tins.
It was platinum.
I take a big like toke off of my pipe and I just look at Kaj's character and I just go, "You motherfucker!" Just kind of blow a smoke ring towards him. Just, It's a nickel chain. It's not silver, by the way. So the necklace is actually nickel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do have a
Oh.
nickel chain.
Oh, I thought it was nickel. Oh, not nickel, silver. My bad.
Yeah, it says nickel.
We have silver tongs,
Yeah.
tungsten
That's right.
steel hammer.
Can I like? Can
Fucking
I,
a platinum. We had a platinum coin. We got all these sorts of metals, but not tin.
Can I like use a tool to like scoop the platinum out of the fire?
Yes,
and
you may.
put it in the coin mold.
You now have a platinum coin that no longer has the tiefling marking on it. The tiefling edgings has been completely removed, so now you just have a plain platinum coin. You have successfully created a coin.
I mean, it's still not legal tender, but platinum's still valuable.
Platinum very valuable. It's still
Just
useless
not
garbage. I can't smoke it, I can't eat it, and it doesn't get us any farther. It's useless garbage.
Wait, did you open the chest?
Yes, I did. I got a health potion out of it.
It says that the health potion was on the chest.
Or a
No,
deadly
that was
poison.
I meant to actually that was actually part of the Word document. I meant to put the potion in the chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was just my bad on that part.
Wasn't sure if we missed something there.
No, it's either health or poison. I still haven't quite figured it out. Can I take like a drop of the health potion out and drip it onto the coin that I've got and see if anything happens?
Sure. It will just pool on top of the coin, and you have 1 drop left of potion.
I'm gonna go check that oil substance and make sure it is actually oil.
I forgot about that. Look at you with your 8 intelligence.
Well, it's just sort of rustling around in water. Stick heads in water. Look, no tins in here. Just open.
Open up
Like
the other
it
barrel and
says that in.
soy sauce.
As you notice the oil barrel close, you just notice a sign that says, "Please do not fireball this area," and that is all.
Oh, it is just oil.
Fireball the area.
You said there were fruits, right?
Yes, various fruits which you may partake.
Are they just so they aren't like preserved?
One seems to be a pineapple, and another seems to be an apple.
Okay.
An apple and a pineapple.
Who would put pines and apples?
Exactly. What sorcery?
My head is
I don't-
still in the water barrel.
My character's just gazing at a pineapple in like wonderment. And going over the words pine and apple over and over and over.
Is there anything else I can search in the first room?
That is everything that is in the first room. It just seems to be a sleeping room for what seems to be smaller sized beds.
Oh, the tongs are silver.
Is there any chance that there's any metal on the shield?
No, the metals that you seem to have seem to consist of, to double check, you seem to have I will say in your inventory you have an iron lock, you seem to have a tungsten-headed blacksmith's hammer, silver tongs, platinum
What
coin.
is the nail made of?
Huh?
What is the nail made of?
Nail. Oh, the
There's a
nail is made of
driven
iron.
into the door.
The nail is made of iron as well.
Hang on.
You also-
Hang on. What are the metals again?
You seem to have some silver tongs, a nickel necklace, a tungsten head, a iron lock, a copper axe.
Tungsten, iron, nickel. You fuck.
What would you like to do?
We melt the three things together, pour them in the coin mold, and then put the coin in the wall.
As you put the coin, I don't want a knit coin, I want a 10 coin, as he says jokingly.
So, okay, does he actually say that?
Yes, you're supposed to you flip the coin around, and now it spells TIN instead of NIT.
That's I had my thing muted. I said I did that. It's like the coin pops out. And he's like, didn't want a knit coin. Alligator just picks up the coin, flips it around, puts it in the hole.
Perfect! You have now done the 10 coin. Thank you for retrieving me only the precious of metals. I will cherish this 10 coin to the end of my days.
Is it on the floor on the other side?
The door seems to just go up into the wall with the 10 coin snug closely inside of it as you progress to the next room. Would you like inspiration for figuring that out?
Fucking, I like to imagine this alligator dude was like, it fell out, and he just puts it back in, and like holds it there, and like dares it to come back out.
No, he got that concept. It's like, oh, well, yeah, of course. Knit is backwards is tin, so I just make it backwards and put it in. Like, the logic is so stupid that it actually worked. For him, that was just a perfectly reasonable explanation of the situation.
I have a lovely bunch.
You may gain inspiration, which gives you basically advantage on a singular roll of your choice for figuring out the puzzle.
Standing in a row.
Okay. I have inspiration.
And as you all go in this room,
Bones.
Now you have all entered this room safely unharmed. As the doors clam shut.
Uh-oh.
One's tall, one's some as big as your head.
So let me actually get to my notes again. As you enter the smaller room, you see two large statues of dwarves that are up against the corners. Two coffins lay in the other corners, both with skulls adorning the outside. There is a pile of bones in the center with what looks to be a creature long ago picked clean from its bones. There is a table with a leather-bound book similar to the others, and what looks to be a sacrificial dagger on it. And a loud, booming voice seems to be coming from the walls themselves. You're getting closer. Well done. Soon all the grains and ales will be you. I have one final puzzle. Read the notes there, and the last puzzle will show itself.
I take the dagger.
Okay. And who would like to read the
I would
notebook?
like to read the journal.
Okay.
I lost mine.
The journal seems to be in handwriting, and you hear the mad guy in your voice. Oh, I like this one. I wrote it myself.
Stop talking, you.
As you read the book, it basically just says that in this room there is going to be a 10-minute countdown that counts down. There is a traitor among your ranks, and if you don't find the traitor within the next 10 minutes, this room will fill and all will die. Enjoy. Put the traitor's body in one of the two coffins, and when the 10 minutes are up, you can unlock the final room and collect your rewards.
Is the traitor the skeleton on the floor?
No, it is not. You may put the skeleton in the coffin.
It could be the kobold.
I would like to walk up to the kobold and poke him with the end of my great club and just go, Kobold, tell me things. This has worked out so far, so we're going to continue doing that. Alligator Man, join me in this. Haze the small one.
Poke.
The Hard Noggin looks between you all, very scared, and puts his hands up in the vents, very, very clearly not knowing what's going on, and starts panicking with his tail wagging in a very panicked motion, looking between all of you at his 2-foot height. I don't know. I don't know. I left this place long ago. I'm no longer with any of them. They all decided to leave the town.
I look at Talok and I just go, poke him harder.
I'm just gonna reach out with my free hand and pick him up to eye level, or like 8 feet higher, and just.
He just looks at you, not really knowing what to do, clearly shocked by the situation, and is panically looking around the room. I don't know.
You left to become human pet.
The humans, they gave me the shamashin. They taught me music. They just wanted to learn.
And collared you. And treat you like an animal.
They treat me like a pet, yes, but a pet that actually has, I get music and things. They give me meals. It's better than being in the mountains.
He's the traitor.
Put him in the boo box.
Into the box he goes. The box of punishment.
If anyone's remembers the movie Hook.
Sort of.
The boo box is a treasure chest they drop the scorpions into on the guy.
Ah, okay.
As you begin to take...
Could I see what the note was again?
Yes. The note says that there is a... Let me double check. Basically, that there is a 10-minute cooldown or 10-minute timer that if you decide to find the traitor and kill the traitor and put his body in the coffin, then the doors will open and you can meet the final maker. It is now 8 minutes.
I hate to say this, but Hardnoggin is the traitor, but he's not a traitor to us. He's a traitor to them. They're just trying to get us to do the dirty work.
I don't care about him enough to keep him alive.
The kobold looks with his submission as it falls to the floor, panicking in all of its mates. He just looks to the Goliath for help.
If it wanted us dead, why do you help us the whole way?
Tonatea expects blood. I can do the sacrifice.
Can I open one of the coffins first?
Yes, as you open one of the coffins, the mad god glees in delight as he sees you opening it, and as you do, a flame, like all hotter than hell, bursts from the coffin as the entire inside of the coffin is filling with an unquenchable fire.
The fuck?
Excellent. That makes our job even easier. Great news, everyone! I found an unquenchable fire!
Good news, everyone! We don't have to dull our weapons.
We are not sacrificing our friend.
Professor, fire
Friend.
hot!
What is the door in front of us made out of?
It is made of a similar door to the rest of them, magically encoded. It
What's
is...
the two statues look like?
The statues are of dwarven, is of a dwarven people instead of the human people. They seem to be a lot older than the ones that were in the other room, whereas the other statues seem freshly made. These statues seem older and in more reverence.
If you do not want him dead, Goliath, then you have... He just sort of pauses and thinks.
Yes,
Some minutes left before
You have
I throw
5
him into the flame.
5 minutes left. Oh Glee, oh Troy, I can't wait to see what you do, as the mad god says in his head, in all of your heads.
Okay, so you have 4 minutes before I throw him in the fire.
I'm going to pick up one of the statues and put it in the fucking coffin.
You put one of the statues over the coffin, and the statue begins to melt away into the coffin, and still the fire rages.
That is a hot fire.
I just like to imagine your dude was like, you have this many minutes, and he holds up like 2 fingers.
No. He is smarter than Forrest Gump, okay?
His
IQ is
put it in the fire.
Say that there was a journal in here as well.
Yes, the journal, it describes it just says that there was a traitor in your group and that you must put him in the fire or in the coffin within 10 minutes, or the room will be filled with whatever he deems worthy to kill you.
May
4
I
minutes.
open the other coffin, please?
Yes, as you open the other coffin, it seems to be nothing more than like a giant frigid icebox. Anything that touches it seems to freeze slowly to death as a millipede falls inside, freezing slowly, each part of its bones cracking in under the sheer weight of the ice.
Great news, everyone! I seem to have found a terrible icy void.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna lift the kobold up and look him dead in the
wait,
eyes. And be like,
Hey,
would
hang
you
on.
prefer the fire, the ice, or the knife?
I prefer to live.
Okay.
I've done enough.
Okay.
That was not on the options.
Guys, please.
Let
What was the wording? Could you please paste the wording on the book? Because it's clear that this is a trap of some kind, and I'm wanting to pass it.
I will say it basically just details. I will actually post. Here we go.
Yeah, please, I wish to be able to read the note.
This is its exact wordage. It's in the chat. I kind of modded it a little bit on the fly. I was gonna have him say it out loud, but then I forgot I had the notebook on the book, so it's in the book now. You have 3 minutes.
We're gonna die.
Well, my friends, I believe I may have figured out a solution. However, and I am going to draw my sword and point it directly at the other three. It will require some improvisation.
2 minutes.
I'm too
Oh,
hot
God.
for this.
I'm
Explain yourself, tall man.
Zar's panicking. He's 2 minutes left to live.
Or the
It's gonna be way out
kobold
of here.
gets yeeted.
It's gonna be way out.
Panicking so much you phased through the wall for a second.
Wait,
Just don't
I forgot,
lose
this
your
could be like-
character.
which coffin is
Bethesda.
filled with ice?
The ice coffin is the north one.
Okay, so I'm going to approach it
Mhm.
and continue pointing at it. Well, as it would seem that a traitor is required, someone has to turn on everyone else.
I would like to clarify that only the traitor's body may go in the coffin. If any other body other than the traitor goes in the coffin, the doors will not open. You have 1 minute.
Donovan,
All right,
goddammit!
kobold.
Stop
Okay,
arguing!
no, I am trying to do something very specific. I'm going to. I am going to actively take a stab at the half orc.
Roll damage.
Why me? Why is it
You're the
always
closest
me?
one.
Roll attack. You take 5 slashing damage.
Throw the kobold in the coffin.
And I still have the rest of my turn, including
Okay.
a movement action, which would be. And with a traitor established, it is curtain call for me. And I will roll
And-
back into the coffin.
And before you do that, you actually see that the timer hits 0 and the doors open. Without any sacrifice needed.
I'm in the process of lifting the kobold up over the fire.
I'm also helping him lift the kobold up over the fire.
Just
Can I
stop
please
as
have
the door
health
opens.
potion?
As I can see that you can last at least 10 minutes without killing a kobold, maybe this meeting won't be so bad after all. As he says gleefully in your heads.
Can I please have the health potion?
Worry not, worry
I
not.
put
I'm
the
gonna-
kobold down and pat his head.
I
The-
give
the
him a
kobold
mysterious
seems-
maybe health potion, by the way.
The kobold
no.
seems happily relieved to be. Also, you are 6 points healed. Belrog, you are 6 points healed.
Oh, he cast healing word. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Potion's mine. Fuck off.
Now we get on to the door opens,
May I
And-
say, as we
Hmm?
move into the next room, I just kind of walk past the kobold and I just go, "I'm not apologizing."
I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. The kobold's too much in a panic to see. And
Just prod
as
him along with my staff into the
as-
next room.
as you all step into the next room, you are greeted with nothing more than a singular kobold sitting at a dining table. And he looks and he is both surprised and utterly happy to see Hardnoggin still alive and well. And he looks over to your group, and so he says, so let me show this. The door opens to a large room. A small furnace sits in one part of the room, slowly crackling away as it emits a warm feeling. The gold statue represents a famous dwarf you don't recognize, standing proud in the corner. A throne and two chairs sit at the far end. In the middle of the room is two dining tables with a single kobold the size of Hardnoggin in it. Sitting on a chair no bigger than a single floor tile, he is staring at the party and checking the reactions of the party as he begins to talk. It looks like you've lived. I was like, it looks like you've lived and passed the test. Congratulations. Maybe you can be reasoned with after all. Looks at genuine surprise reaches his face. You aren't as ruthless as I thought. Come join me in the final room and let's have a chat. And with that, he clicks the floor with the claw of his toe, and as he does, a panel below him falls and he slides down a kobold-sized hole in the ground.
You aren't as brutal as you seem. So he didn't notice us hoisting a kobold above a fire.
Good.
He noticed.
Just
He
look
noticed
down,
that.
look down the hole. Is like, I cannot fit.
You may investigate the room. There seems to be the grains and ales from the town that you recognize in all of its great glory.
And I guess he's gonna be completely ignorant of the fact that I absolutely tried to turn on the party specifically so that the kobold wouldn't have to die.
He does know. He knows nothing what transpired in the other room, but I'm sure he will be informed shortly from the Mad God. And as you see crawling around, the alligator looking around, and Kobold notices as well. Underneath the tables, there seems to be a giant set of staircases that, oddly enough, a horse could oddly walk down, sadly. And there seems to be I guess now since the horse isn't here, a slide that goes down into a deep cavern that seems to go further down. That could fit everyone, including the giant.
I'm going belly
A slide.
on my belly down face first, as an alligator would to go into the water.
And
Just straight up, no hesitation.
the alligator seems to dive first, seeming to have all of his wits, confidence in whatever lies below.
I'll
What
slide
does the
down in
rest
my
of you
shell
do?
behind him.
I'll take the stairs.
Fuck the stairs. Go down the slide. Whee!
Everyone keep track of your HP right now, because I
Oh,
don't.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I have my HP.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking die again.
You haven't died once. Calm down.
I've been stabbed. Why am I the one?
Because you haven't
Getting
died
stabbed.
once.
I'm gonna tuck my legs and arms and head inside my shell as I slide, by the way. Just to increase my fucking aerodynamics so I slide faster.
Fuck it, YOLO. I'll slide too.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I can't believe the alligator is like the sense of fun in this party.
Okay, give me 1 second to move everyone on screen of my own thing. For some reason, I will transfer you over to the screen in 1 second.
One.
Alec just yells in Draconic Leroy Jenkins.
No. There was no comment. There was nothing. There was just
There was
Ramp.
instinct.
No, no hesitation.
There was simply a slide.
there was slide. Slides are fun.
Okay,
Hey, you know, if it leads to
And-
water, hey, that's not right either.
welcome to the as you slide down, you see the final room of the mine shaft. And standing before you seems to be the kobold that you recognize. And floating above, you see, and let me see if I can't zoom in here. Let me pull him up. You see Susan, the all-seeing.
Susan, the all-seeing.
It's
got a little
pronounced
thing on
it's pronounced Sassans, but it's spelled Susans. But you may refer to him as Sassans.
Hey, Susan.
This is Susie.
And as you do, you see a kobold there, and he wishes to talk with you. So, he welcomes you and basically says, I would like to tell you the story now. Now that you've made it all the way through, managed to leave a kobold unharmed, and made it through the puzzles, you seem to have both intelligence and patience. So if I may delight you, I have to but a single tale to tell you.
Yes,
Do you
I
listen
am
to the kobold?
I am the most intelligent and patient.
I am the most patient.
Do you decide to let this kobold speak his tale?
I let him speak for a couple seconds before I get bored and start like rummaging around the room.
Okay, then he will start talking. I am Sharptooth, the tribe chief of the kobolds here in this mining base. We came to this mountain long ago and saw it as nothing more than a cave. A set of dwarves came by a good time after we set up and told us we were holed up in a mountain full of treasure rocks. They called them ores. They showed us all the things that we could make with the metals of our cave, and we agreed to help. Kobolds have never been a rich race, but we've loved interesting things. We were proud workers, and after some time, the dwarf leader told us of the new upstarting village of humans. He said the ground was fertile, and that we would taste things beyond what we thought was possible. We worked the fields, and our first harvest the humans and dwarves shared in bounty. The second harvest they shared less, and sold in abundance to these rich merchants. The kobold begins to sneer grows wider as a visible disgust plays his face. Before the third harvest, the humans said that their clients did not like passing by as disgusting lizards on their way to the shop, and said they would feel a lot better about spending their coin if we did not touch their food. So in their greed, they exiled us back into the mountains and hired humans. The dwarves were all too happy and drunk to put up protests and join the village too, and now the Great Eye promises us protection so that we could steal back the grains. We know we could kill anyone greedy enough to take back what was rightfully ours earned through labor. I even gutted their cows too. And Sharptooth says, breaking his first laugh, basically, we've worked enough with the humans and they took all of our bounty. Do you still wish to kill us, or do you wish to join us as we kill the humans that decide to take all of our hard labor?
I think that the twist here is a little bit too dramatic. Pull it back a little. I do believe that you deserve justice, but not all of the humans make the decisions, especially the ones who also try to protect the kobolds, such as Hotdog here.
Do you see the collar around his neck?
Blah, 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 blah. I look at the magic floating eye and I go, where's your deep, dark magic?
I am actually just nothing more than a protector. I was once a blacksmith of the village, but they decided to kill me after I tried to stand up for the kobolds. They wanted to put chains and collars around all the kobolds and treat them as pets, and I decided against it. And in their rage, they slew me so I would not go and try to protect them. And now I float here as a specter in this great hall, protecting the kobolds from anyone who would try to seek justice on them.
So no magic shit.
Nope. He is being completely honest from what you can see.
So no head? Alright.
He is a floating eyeball specter, because I found a really cute picture of an eyeball.
I'm sorry, the words a really cute picture of an eyeball just don't fucking mesh.
And as you see, Hotdog just looks at the floor, very shy and ashamed for being with the humans, but he just says, I just really loved the gifts the humans gave us. I didn't mind working under them, even if I didn't get much. I just wanted to see the pretty instruments.
You are a fool.
I continue rummaging around the room.
As you notice that, you manage to see, managed to see some kobolds that were leaned up against the wall. I will lean them up against the wall in a second. And you
And
see
the suspiciously
kobolds.
skull-shaped bloodstain.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we took the humans that took from us. They tried to put us in chains, so we slew them. We do not claim to be the more righteous. We are just taking back what is ours.
And yours it is. After all, you did toil the labor. You are entitled to that.
And the kobold chieftain Sharptooth just nods very vigorously and happily at the Goliath.
But as I said, as proof by your very guardian, there are those who don't think that. Wanton slaughter will only make you worse in their eyes.
They have taken
Not
the
if there are
grains.
no eyes to see.
They have taken our grains from our labor. We have toiled long and far. We thought after the rich merchants came, the gold would be spent on us. Instead, they gave us more. They just gave us better tools to work with and then sent us away, replaced by humans.
Yes, I am saying you are worthy of justice. Just not slaying everyone.
We will spare anyone who wishes to roam. We do not wish to kill. We just wish to take back what is ours. The village, preferably. We worked hard on those villages. We built their shacks. We cut their field and grew their crops. And then they take the village from us. The dwarf, I think his name was Ulrich. He was the leader of all of it. He used to be a father figure to us kobolds before the merchants came. And you recognize Ulrich as
Pray he does not alter it farther.
You recognize Ulrich as the barkeep. And also, as you look up, I will say, you see one of, maybe more, you see one flying dragons sitting. You see one dragon that kind of sits up and approaching, watching you closely.
Dragon is in quotation marks there.
It's a pseudo dragon.
That is a bearded dragon, a form of lizard.
It is
with
the most
wings.
beautiful dragon that we could ever hope to be graced with.
I am sorry, tall man, but do you not see the evil of people who would kill someone for defending others?
I'm sorry. Making sure I heard that right. The evil of killing someone defending others.
Yes.
Yes, I am saying that is evil and we should not do that.
And an entire village killed their blacksmith for standing up for the kobolds. Even if they were not participants, they are accessories to such atrocity.
What did you say your name was again? Razorfang?
Tlaloc.
Two people were talking at the same time. Say that again.
I mean, to be fair, that was also what happened. He said his name, and I said my name was Sharpfang.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the kobold's name?
Sharpfang.
Sharpfang. You said yourself that anyone who is not wanting to fight you won't kill, right?
The only people we have killed are the people that have come to try to take back the wheat, which is rightfully ours. And the bandits outside, as you saw. We cannot even leave the mountain except through the river. The bandits outside keep and guard it. Any of us step out. You should have seen the last kobold they went out. They shot him dead and sold him to the raiders.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. I'm on board as long as they aren't going to just kill women and children huddled in their homes, completely ignorant to anything that had happened.
We are more concerned with buildings of our own labor. We only take what we have done.
Yes, then I am absolutely on board with this.
I will say, I am 100% allowing a PC versus PC fight.
I just don't see what's in it for me on
Me
either
neither.
side.
Me neither. I'm just laying down.
on the bloody skull?
Yes. It looked comfortable.
It reminded me of home.
It did. Mama!
I did say this did have alternate endings.
Currently, my character has no moral obligation to help either side. You fought in a war, you lost your war, you got deceived. There's nothing I can do about that. My character specifically is not going to stand up for anything, either side.
As
no interest.
As we said, you may have the gold in here. We work our hard labor. As you can tell, we traded many things. We like trading in items more than gold. If you could see, we had a beautiful battle axe from a draconic. We've had fruits from the far-off traders, as well as necklaces from the elves. We've had many treasures that we've traded for our work.
Hello, battle axe.
And suddenly he's interested.
Yes, but where's the books? Where's the dark magic?
There is no
I'm
dark
not
magic.
to crave information.
Where are the drugs?
I am nothing more than an illusionist, but if you like some clear of mind, maybe I could seat home in your mind for a little bit.
Absolutely not. It is far too crowded in my head already. Oh.
Well, if you're an illusionist, you can still teach illusions, yes?
I'd be happy to teach you spells. In fact, that potion that turtle's holding right there is actually a potion of poison. It just looks like a health potion.
Oh, thank God. Thank God I did not take your offer. Oh my God.
So how does that feel? How does that sound, small turtle person?
Still not interested.
We also grew many poppy plants before they run it over with wheat and fields. We used to be the main
poppies. There are no poppies here now.
the poppies that humans decided that were not worth growing. They grew wheat and ale instead. They did not know what poppies did, and we did not tell them. And he does say one of the kobolds does actually go behind, and it looks like he almost remembers, and he pulls out about 5 grams of poppy plants from behind the countertop.
Fine.
So, if you would, please help us take back the tavern, which was rightfully ours. We built it with our labor.
Treasure can obtain you much poppy.
And as you seem to be not too violent right now, the other 2 dragons that were hiding along the ceiling feel more comfortable to come and join.
Oh, Jesus.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Goods and services.
Okay. Out of how this game is, I'm going to move my character back to the Bloodstain and get away from the dragons. I'm going to lay back down.
One of the dragons perches over your chest, chittering happily, looking down at you.
Ugh.
You seem to have made a new friend.
Oh yeah, well
Make me
watch
think
this.
Make me think of reptilian pugs.
Pops out of existence.
Oh, you've fallen into the back rooms.
I'm not sure if this shows an image, but
Dancing Doom.
Doom Lizard.
Alright, so I'm concerned about the fact that it is referred to as a doom lizard. I don't care what the fucking adjective is before it.
Yeah.
that would be the kobolds naming it. The kobolds name the dragons as the dragons do not speak. They seem to have come down. They seem to have almost a dancing in their step as they pitter patter left to right.
Fine, let's go kill a bitch. I need some more sweet seed.
Yay, mass murder! Raiding! This
Wow,
reminds me of home!
you're involved.
Okay,
take
give
the
me 1
dragons?
second. Yes, we can take the dragon.
Swear to God, if they offer anything better, I'm turning table. I'm going turncoat. If I walk in there and they're like, free drugs, it's like,
So
But you could either have a set amount now, or you can do an investment and have unlimited amount.
Exactly. The mystery box could be anything. It could even be drugs.
As he says, all of the traps were made by the kobolds. They are very young, so they did not know the best of traps. So please go easy on them. And and then they lead you back to the pathway, and all of you make your way back to the town with all of the kobolds and all of the dragons back to town. And out comes Ulrich, looking out at all of you, and just wondering what the heck is going on.
Ulrich, wonderful to see you. See, we found all of this grain, so we thought that we would keep it.
Keep it? This is what bloody hell? This is the last bit I have. If we don't have any more of this, then everyone will go away from the tavern.
Well, yes, but I did the work and I acquired it, so it's mine now, correct?
I mean, you are technically correct, which is the greatest kind of correct.
I concur.
I bought those seeds from those merchants. They said we would have harvests as many times as we could want.
Well, what are they doing about it now?
The merchants bloody left. At the second the wheat dried up, the bloody merchants left and haven't been back since. We're trying to get those freaking kobolds back, and they haven't given us the wheat.
And I'm not giving you the wheat. Do you see the problem here?
He's
Well,
you're arguing
to-
awful
you seem
awful
to
lot
see-
for someone in javelin range.
You seem to be missing the point that whenever someone does labor, they tend to want to be paid for it. And that includes kobolds.
All right. I'm done with deliberations. So I would like to step forward and just say they offered me a shit ton of drugs to kill you. So unless you don't want to get eldritch blasted, which a lot of people don't, I totally understand. And I do like a vibratey thing, like that, pretending like I'm being electrocuted. If you don't want that to happen, you can either give them the bar or offer me more drugs.
I don't know if
or dark magic information. I'll take that too.
I have no dark magic. I'm a dwarf. I have axes and irons.
It's starting to look like you're about to get, and I do like the throat kind of like motion.
I'm just thinking of the turtle's head going in and out of his shell while he's going.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I will give you Eldritch Blast with advantage.
Oh, sweet! All right, we're taking it. It's starting to look a lot like Cthulhu.
In the back of your head, it's like, good.
Now it is you who will die. Bah!
And
Jesus
you,
Christ.
Well, I think there's a hole in the tavern now.
you raise up your pipe for one. You give your pipe one final puff, and as you exhale, you just have the electricity sparking off the steam coming off the pipe, and it slaps Ulrich straight enough to blow him back into the into the burning fire, and he falls ash a body as he falls limply within the ash.
I just turn around and just fucking walk back.
The tavern leader is no more, and as the tavern leader is no more, the ale is dried up. The patrons just shrug and leave, with the orc female coming out and noticing this all and swooning over the half orc, saying, "You must have battle experience. I must have more." And
Yes.
she will decide to follow off Belrog with his dragon in tow.
Yes.
And they both have had their merriment to go. And Belrog runs off to the sunset with his pet dragon.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm handstanding away.
And the tavern has been. I will let the Goliath decide what happens to the tavern.
As everyone starts to turn away, he's going to whistle very loudly and say, "Where are you going? The party is about to start!"
I'm having my own kind of party.
And as you do that, the Goliath gets up on the stage where we all met the first originally very sad Hardnoggin, and he jumps up with you, and you both have a joyous tune together as you bellow very clearly way louder over than him, but as you both play your instruments together, leading to a very happy time.
Our work here is done.
Yep, I'm done here. I leave with the lizard, the only other one who ever got me during this adventure.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was the exit. Wrong exit.
We go into the stable together for specific reasons.
To count all the money we pilfered from the kobolds on the way out.
Yeah, right.
And with that, the kobolds now have renamed the new tavern. It says Darkhoon's Grace as they name the new tavern. And that ends the session.
Level 2.
Wait, we gotta end it on some good music.
Oh, I actually forgot I actually had. Let me, here we go. This is the Beat the Game music. I think, that's not good enough. Here we go. There
That's
we go.
not beating the game music.
There we go.
That
There's
is the Oh You're Fucked music.
There's the end music.
Oh, boo.
Hava!
I think my version's better.
Yeah, Balrog just sent me the fucking the coffin dance song, except like middle ages.
I will say there was a very secret alternate ending. If you did kill Hardnoggin, they would not have actually made any of that agreement because they would have seen you as too aggressive to kobolds to be let live.
Too aggressive. I fucking Eldritch blasted a dude.
But you didn't Eldritch Blast a kobold.
Stomach plug out.
You didn't Eldritch Blast a kobold. That's what matters. Also,
I did warn him, though. I warned him. I told him what was gonna happen, and he didn't believe me.
And thus ends one of the secret endings. I don't know if you ever wanted to know what the other endings were, but I will leave that up to T-Lock if he wants to say what the other ending was.
Nah.
It shall forever be a mystery.
Oh god,
Like
it's
how to properly
9:30.
say my name.
Yeah, it's 10:30 for me. I got dinner I gotta eat.
Well, I'm gonna start up my own stream. Who wants to play poker?
I am. I fucked up though. I played the coffin song too much and I can't close out of it, so it's just loud.
Let's just humming
Later,
as I'm
friends.
walking away from this.
I am going to raid out someone. Also, by the way, the boss would have been a Spectre with a reduced thing. Spectres are very, very deadly, but I had to reduce the stuff it does. Let's go raid out Shadow since he popped in here.
You're right now, Shadow.
Later.
There's only 6 people watching, but everyone is at least here, so
You want to play poker, Zerda?
maybe. Let me raid him out in first. Let me get this done so I can end the stream. What? Invalid.
I warned that stupid bitch I'd end his life.
All I'm imagining is like your character like fires it, he gets thrown backwards, and then you just hear that song.
It's like, where is that coming from? Shut up, voice in my head.